are. I don't really talk to him at the bar because he's known to eat glass. And the rumor was his parents were second cousins, so we're not sure about this guy, but he's going to be on the David Letterman show Monday night. Please welcome Mr. Jeff Altman, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Altman.
Time for the band, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the band. Okay? Okay? Okay. Okay. Well, I finally started seeing a psychiatrist. Tells me I gotta stop punishing myself. Okay, how many folks here tonight have a dad that wears his pants like this? There's nobody, just a belt and a head. Dads are great, though, aren't they? As they get older, they change. You know, when they're young, they're tough. They know they can drop you in one shot. They don't take any crap at all. It's like,
Dad, I think I just rode my new tricycle. I'm really scared now.
Look, come here, creep nuts. Take a hike, go to your room, stay there forever. Look, I'm a big kind of guy, and a big guy.
But boy, as they get older, they change, man. It gets all different. Those pants start creeping up. They start getting a little scared. They're afraid maybe now you're going to take a shot at them. It's totally different. They get anxious. They don't know what to do. It's like,
hey, Dad, I think I just put a dent in your new car.
Look, don't give me that bullshit.
I'll knock you down right now. I got to crack you. Son of a bitch, I'll knock you out.
What are they doing with those hands in the pockets, man? That's what I don't get, you know? What is that crap? So how y'all doing? Where are you folks from? Oh, that's great. You know, I'm tired of this guy in the 7-Up commercials. I'm from California. He's here in New York for us. You know.
These are cola nuts. Only slightly bigger than my nuts over here. Look at all the little children. You think they're safe?
Nothing is this fucking funny. He may be selling 7-Up, but we know he's doing some coke, too. You know? And they're paying him $1 million a year. Bottom line, the guy cannot even pronounce the name of the product.
You know I love to get up in the morning, sit nude in a bowl of chili, have a wonderful sip of a delightful new 7-Up. I love 7-Up. No caffeine, 7-Up.
Yeah, try that next time you go over some fast food, you know.
Yeah, like a burger, some fries, and a 7-Up. I like a 7-Up for my dad, too. I don't want a 7-Up, I want a cup of coffee.
Can't take your dad anywhere. I live in Sherman Oaks, California, and I'm doing a Letterman show on Monday night. If you get a chance, if you're really doing nothing, watch the show. We had the Olympics out there this year. That was really just a waste of time, you know. Half the world wasn't there, you know. How do you get into a basketball game like between the United States and, say, the East Ugandans?
Look at the ball! This is ball. These are cola nuts.
You know, I ain't watching. And the boxing is all different, you know. The boxing was because the Russians weren't there, the Cubans weren't there. You know, and our guys are the best because our guys are confident. The American boxers all think they're Sugar Ray Leonard or Muhammad Ali. It's always, it's like,
Hey, where you from, mother? Where you from? Italy? Where you from? France? I'm gonna knock your ass down. I'm gonna bang on your face. I'm gonna bang on your head. I'm gonna knock you. I ain't gonna touch your ass yet, boy.
Russians, totally different style. It's like,
Come on, young black boy. Let's really get it on. Let's really go to work. Don't give me that crap. I dropped you like 30 shirts.
they all look like your dad. My dad could have boxed for Russia, you know.
Don't give me that bullshit. I'm knocking it out right now. Bang, down you go.
I grew up in upstate New York. I grew up in a place called Syracuse, New York, my hometown, and I went to school in in Baltimore, down at a place called Johns Hopkins University. You can believe that, man. I got into this place like, you know, it's really one of the heavy-duty smart people walking around with foreheads like B.F. Skinner. Yes, this way to hell. I had no idea how I got in there. It was just like, actually, I was a good wrestler when I was in high school. I was a wrestler, and I used to work on, you know, pump up and stuff. And so I got in on a wrestling scholar. And when I was in high school, I looked like one of these guys.
Fucking A, go for it. My name's Jeff Altman, bodybuilder and wrestler here at Johns Hopkins University. Living proof that building your body reduces the size of your brain. Fucking A. Just finished my new book called Pumped Up and Goofy. Took me over 2 years to write and over 3 years to read.
So I got into Hopkins, man, and it was just, I had no idea where I was. I had the worst study habits in the history of college. Well, until senior year, then I found out what I'd been doing wrong. I had been highlighting with a black magic marker. Everything just disappeared, and I had no idea where I was, man, and I couldn't figure out what my major was. I thought it was history. Every time I go into a class anyway, for the first couple times, the professor would always look at me and say, Altman,
Your history. Take a hike.
So I declared a major. I said math. So they put me in calculus. I had no idea what calculus even was. I wanted to take something I could understand, something like addition, subtraction. They didn't have this at Johns Hopkins. I sat in calculus for the first 2 weeks. Concepts were doing this. Started wearing sunglasses after about a month, you know. People had no idea who I was. By the time I took the first midterm, I just flat turned into Jack Nicholson. I was asking questions like, pardon me, professor, but could you tell me what the fuck is going on here? You've been talking about all these imaginary numbers. I'd just like to find a few I could see. Oh. College is great, though, man. You get a chance to step out for the first time, be a big fucking guy. You know, you get out, date women for the first time, and try to be a man, have an experience. Let me ask the girls here a question, because that was the first time I ever had sex when I was like freshman year. Let me ask the girls a question. Girls, bottom line, first time, you think it's more difficult for the girl or the guy? The guy. See, I agree with that. I think it is hard for the. It is much more difficult. No, the guy. See, bottom line, girls, first time for you, you really don't have to be good. You just have to be there. This is perfectly acceptable. Because bottom line, we're so horny the first time, we're lucky if we make it to you at all. Don't move. Stay right there. Don't do anything else. Just... Sorry, it's all over. It's the only time I looked like my dad. When I was having an orgasm. Oh, Jesus. I began to think to myself, maybe that's how I was created, you know? Maybe he wasn't pissed off, but maybe that's how he got turned on, you know? He'd call my mother in and do a little dance. Hey, honey, what do you say we have a kid? Oh, Jesus. I'm ready to go. That would be great if you could make up a little orgasm button. Imagine that you had a little orgasm, you could push a button. Because, see, bottom line, when you're having an orgasm, there's nobody that can be. Tom Selleck is an asshole when he's coming. It's like, yeah, it's like, yeah. You have this little button you just push, you know. Whoever you're standing in front, you go back and see your 4th grade teacher, you know, like,
Oh, hi, Miss Devereaux, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good. Nice to see you again, you scumbag.
See, bottom line, bodily functions are funny. You can stand up here all night, you know, Mort Saul could come in here and tell the most erudite joke in the world, not as funny as your boss farting at work. Farts are funny, especially when important people do them, you know. The more important the person, the... I would never fail to miss a news conference if I thought Ronald Reagan was just going to slip one out, you know. Imagine that. Well, oh. Well, there I go again. I mean, presidents must do them. Carter looked like he was holding on to one for 4 years. Nixon would have called it to your attention. Good evening, my fellow Americans. Let me approach. Holy Christ, this felt good. God, the power of this thing's unreal. My socks are on fire. Jesus. We can beat the Russians with this. How'd you like to wake up in the middle of the night, girls, and find him lying next to you? Just his head. I'm a very good lover. I fucked over 200 million Americans. Watching cable the other night. How many have cable? And I was watching, they have these commercials that try to appeal to the intelligent people in the community, and apparently I don't get it. It's just like, had problems with the financial section of your newspaper? Maybe problems with your own finances. Maybe you need the Wall Street Journal. Why not pick up the phone and call right now, toll free 800-557-2000. Or in Nebraska, call... What is that number in Nebraska, man? What are the people there doing? What kind of problems do they have? What are they calling on, the moron line?
Hello? My name is Roy. Is this the Wall Street Journal? Yeah, I'm here in Omaha. No, we don't read. Do you sell wallpaper?
Yeah, I'm hip. Just found out Boss Gags is white. Okay. Okay. Drinking in college was something else, man. How many guys are paranoid to go out with a girl for the first time?
Oh, bullshit. Raise your hands.
I was always scared. I was scared to take a girl out for the first time until I was about 46. No, I still am, and it's weird. I was in college. I went to see this like campus psychiatrist, and he helped me out a little bit. You know, he gave me this little regimen that I still follow from time to time. It's kind of clever. It's a little like Freud, a little like Jung, kind of. What I do is sit down at the kitchen table, get in a meditative position, and pour myself, maybe quart and a half tequila. Just to loosen up, you know, just want to get conversational. And not a real good idea, guys, right? Because you go out on a date, you don't know where you're going. It might turn into a dinner date. You go out to a restaurant somewhere, you got a quart of tequila in your stomach. Maybe you order up, get a bad piece of fish. Swimming around in a quart of tequila. By the time your date turns to you and says,
Oh, honey, this has been so delicious. Let's have some cheesecake now.
you turn around looking like this.
Please help me. Please help me.
See, there's no way to be cool and nauseous at the same time. We forget this, though, because we think it'd be very cool. Because you can't fake being sick to your stomach. You can fake other things like indigestion or gas. You can talk over that, right? God bless you, no? Blue is your color. But you can't all of a sudden just turn to your date and go,
No, honey, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good.
Please help me.
you ever try and smile when you can't smile? It's like, and you get sentimental, inappropriate. It's like, I love you.
I love you. Please help me.
My advice, man, is get out of there. Don't hang around. Get into the men's room. Make up any excuse.
Honey, I feel pretty good. I'm going to the men's room now. Put on some lipstick.
Please help me.
Get into the bathroom. Bottom line, you're looking for one thing, man, the inside of the toilet bowl. Your head is like a cruise missile. It's like...
Please help me, God. Don't let me die here.
Your eyes are rolled back. You're making sounds you've never... You look like a goddamn bus driver. So please help me. Finally, somebody comes in that looks like your dad. There you are, you bastard. I knew I'd find you here. I'll slap you so hard by the time you stop rolling your clothes, I'll be out of style. Please don't hit me, Daddy. I don't feel good. There's always some guy that wants to take you home. He's like a paramedic. Hey, man, come on, get in. I'll take you right home now. Come on, get in. Take you home. You're sick. I don't care. Do you feel okay, buddy? Yeah, I feel pretty good. Please help me. And how do you help a guy who's got a barf at 110 miles an hour? You've all been in that situation. You're riding along. I don't feel well. Please slow down. Please help me. Guy who's sick now. Ladies and gentlemen, the next heavyweight champion of the world.
My name is Leonard Moon. And I don't have the brains of a fucking ice cube. I'm ready for Larry Holmes, or even his brother, Mobile Holmes. How do I spell relief? I don't know. Many of you have recognized me from my film career. I played the meat in Rocky. I know I must win this fight against Larry's home. Go back to my former job in the U.S. Navy as an anchor. I'm the greatest boxer of all time. My record now is 2, 22, 3, and 15. 2 wins, 22 losses, 3 draws, and 15 downs. As if Ferguson did it at Motel 6. I left no call, Paul. But I love baseball, too. My favorite team is the Minnesota Twins. But I've never seen them both together. Last week I fought exhibitionism with my main man, Muhammad Ali. He is old but mighty fast. He accidentally hit me in my head over 987 times. Caused me to see stars, moon, monkeys, and old Popeye cartoons. After this bout with Ali, many doctors have stepped into the ring and said to me, Leonard, Leonard, we suspect you may have temporary brain damage. I said, do not worry about this shit, it is permanent. Still, they took me back to Los Angeles, to that famous hospital, the Caesars of Sinai. There, they put a computer on my brain. They found out I had the exact IQ of Pi. Alamo.
Thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Good night.
Jeff Altman, Monday night, Letterman Show. Take a look. In town, Big Jeff Altman.
Wow. I'm a Clowers Wow. Imagine, sir, you seem presentable. Tell us why we should hire you. Well, I'm a hard worker, I have a lot of experience, and I'm a Wow. Our family never had a dog, but to make up for it, my father would urinate on the couch. I take his head, I shove it in the couch, I rub it there. It's like, naughty, what did you do? Father's not very smart. Last year we were on a cross-country trip. Every time we came to a toll booth, he thought he was saving money by having the rest of us hide in the trunk. He's going, 1 please, ha ha ha. But I don't live at home anymore. I live here in New York, and today I was on a bus. This guy gave a seat to an old lady. She had no idea how to drive it. And I have cockroaches in my apartment. This happens a lot. The other night, I'm spraying this cockroach at Raid. It's not killing him. He's moving all over the place. I'm using up all the Raid on him. Finally, though, I see why this happens. I see in the corner there's another roach making mine move. with a remote control box. Him and his friends are laughing at me doing the high five. It's kind of degrading. New York, that's where the movie Superman took place. I think if New York really did have a Superman, they'd take advantage of him. Imagine you see him in the street. Hey, there's Superman. Let's go to the top of the building, jump off, and he'll catch us. Soon New York would be like an amusement park. 90 people falling from the sky, swatting them back up. Come on, guys, stop it. After a while, what would happen to those really sick New Yorkers, they would stand at the bottom of a building dressed up as Superman. Yeah, I gotcha. Yee. I'm assuming when you jump off a building, you go yee. So, trying to meet girls. I've been, you know, with the bodybuilding. No, you know what I hate about being skinny? When people ask me questions you don't ask other people. They go to me, how much do you weigh? What do I have to tell them so I could go, oh, God? I mean, you don't go to someone who's bald and go, what's the circumference of your head? I don't know. I was actually in bed with this girl a few months ago, and not the joke. She goes, no sex, we're just gonna sleep, we'll be friends. What friends do that? I played basketball with my friend the other day and I said, what do you want to do now? Let's take a nap together. Imagine, like, where's your husband Bruno? Oh, he's with the guys from the bowling team, they're having a slumber party. So this girl last week, she said she was a virgin and it would cost me an extra $10. Oh, yeah, my mother, she caught my father in bed with another woman. So that night, she made the two of them sleep on the couch. And you remember our couch. Well, you've been severely great. Thank you very much.
Fred, nice to see you again. Thank you very much. Come back again. Very funny man. Good luck to you, sir. I want to also thank John Cleese and Letitia Causey, Bill Wendell, our announcer, and, of course, Paul Schaefer and the band. And an extra special thanks to you folks in the studio audience. We really, really appreciate you helping us get through the show tonight. Have a nice evening, folks. We'll see you tomorrow with Robin Williams. Good night.
Totally inappropriate comments to make. The guy goes, we're talking about the Mideast crisis, the Arabs and the Jews, one of the most explosive issues of our time. We want to know how you feel. The number's 525-1200. Hello, you're on the air. Yeah, how much should a hamster weigh? Sorry, whether that pertains? Yeah, well, mine's up to 78 pounds. I think it might be a Wolverine. In some of those shows, they have a guest on who's so boring your radio dial changes by itself. And the host is begging people to call in. And once again, that number in Europe is Dusseldorf 9. We'll be here on Labor Day talking about plywood. Stay with us. You can see dumb signs when you're driving. I came across 42nd Street tonight. Went by an adult bookstore. Get this sign. They had rows and rows of porno books. Next to that was a sign that said, under new management. Like the average pervert is going to be affected by this marketing technique. Bob, want to try that porn shop? No, I mean, the management is terrible. They've got no librarian. They're not using the Dewey Decimal System. But Bob, they got good books, good women. I don't care. I'm not happy with their corporate structure. No, let's go flash somebody. And you can see dumb signs everywhere you go. I was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania recently, where they had the Battle of the Civil War. Battlefield's now a national monument, right by the parking lot. There's a sign in the parking lot that says, tours available from licensed guides. Are they having a problem with unlicensed guides? Our guide sneaking onto the battlefield, giving out bogus information. Gang, over here, this is where Hitler was shot. See this pond? That's Pearl Harbor. Move it out. Check out the Alamo now. Stay with the troopers. Some signs are just repetitive, redundant. I went to Denny's once. They had the most repetitive sign I've ever seen. 2 parts. The top part said Denny's open 24 hours. Underneath that was a sign that said always open. Is there somebody that needs both signs? Is there some confused guy outside going, let's see, Denny's open 24 hours? It's 2:30, they open now? Oh, I said always open in that way. Yeah. Guess they have different hours on the weekend, that's right. See, what I can't figure out is the thought process, the logic. What were they so afraid of if they just put up a sign that said simply open 24 hours? Were they afraid of some incredibly precise guy was going to come in during the vernal equinox? And go, you know, guys, today is 3 seconds longer than 24 hours. You going to be open? Why do I ask? Frankly, your sign's a little vague. And 24-hour places is interesting. The other day, I drove by a 24-hour motel. Is there a motel that isn't open 24 hours? That could take the edge off your vacation. You're in bed tonight, 3 a.m., some guy comes in with a flashlight. Folks, let's go. It's like that. Back it up, show's over. And we say, good morning, sir. Check our sign. We're a 19-hour motel. Guys are parking on their pajamas, you know. Where should we go now? I don't know. Denny's? Are they open always? They go to Denny's, it's closed. What's the matter? Vernal equinox. We gotta wait in time for 3 seconds. But I like to travel. Someone mentioned Italy. I was just in Italy on vacation, and while I was there, I visited some ancient Roman ruins. And for no reason I could figure out, the ruins had a maintenance department. How do you maintain a ruins? The foreman come in at 9 o'clock and go, fellas, leave it the way it is. That seems to generate the most business. I like to travel to Cleveland. I did something in Cleveland I'd never done before. I went bowling by myself. You ever do that? I come home all alone and actually wrote my name on the score sheet. Was I afraid I couldn't remember whose turn it was? Look at my roll ball, sit down for 5 minutes and go, come on, who's up? I am so tired of waiting. I got a 300 game going because I'm also keeping score. And now, if you're a bad bowler, you can be further embarrassed by that overhead projection of the score sheet they have. You know, blow that thing up 100 times, and everybody in the alley can get a shot-by-shot breakdown of your 68. You know, you walk by going, nice score, 13 gutter balls. You were hot. And bowling's not a rough sport. I'm always amazed. I read the paper that one of the pro bowlers can't compete because he's injured. How did he get hurt? Bob, what happened? Oh, I got sucked into the ball return chute. The lane attendant put the hand dryer on reverse, blew me out of the water. I felt so silly. Ran into a guy in your game I hadn't seen in 10 years. You know, you always say the same thing in that situation. Small world, I can't believe I'm sitting here. What a small world. What a dumb thing was that? You must pass 800 people a day you've never met. Do you ever say to one of them, you know, it's a big world? I've never met you. You can't believe how big the world is. You are a total stranger. The world is humongous. 6 billion people we've never met. What are the odds? Reading pair today. No, reading up today. Emily Post, the etiquette woman. Did you know in upstate New York she runs a summer etiquette camp for boys 8 to 14? What a dream summer this must be. Is there really a demand for this service? You ever heard a 9-year-old go, Mom, I'm so gauche. Please, pack me off the etiquette camp. I want to go on a black tie canoe trip. And these poor kids, you know, they get harassed. They go back to school in the fall. Tell you what you do this summer. I went to etiquette camp. Oh, you want us to beat you up now? All right. You tell us what's proper. This kid's getting in a funny situation. She heard about this kid that just found this kid in India being India, they don't have real strict adoption procedures. I'd like to adopt a child, sir. You'll have to take a seat next to that squirrel. We got a mongoose coming in for triplets. You just wait your turn. You think I'll have a chance? Hey, you're a male. Speaking of kids, I just saw him visiting my family. I saw my mom, who's quite a parent. She's very funny. You remember the show Mr. A?
Yeah.
Right. I remember as a kid watching that show with my mom, just to give you an idea how sharp she can be in a kid. In all seriousness, she asks me, how did they get that horse to talk? I said, Mom, could you be a little more out of it and still be a human being? She goes, no, I'm serious. How do they? I said, well, you see, Mom, off camera there's another horse who's a ventriloquist. She says, oh, I see, so Mr. Ed's a dummy. I said, yeah, I think the concept's starting to gel for you now. Not a great dresser either. You ever have your mother come downstairs wearing an outfit that was just, ooh, frightening to look at? I think when Liberace would have said, that's just too loud for me. My mom used to put on bright green corduroy pants with red frogs on them and then want to have a serious conversation with me. Yeah, the key to success is hard work and discipline. Is that right, Mom? What time do those pants do back at Disney? I'm pretty sure Goofy's lecturing tonight. She doesn't use the pants as a visual aid. But she loves kids. In fact, I'm the oldest of 14 children. 14 kids. Yeah, she's a pretty good Catholic. Worked on a commission basis for the Pope, apparently. Yeah. And I'm the oldest. Yeah, I think it's hard to be the oldest. A lot of people argue. They say it's hard to be the middle kid, or the youngest kid, or the kid with no lungs. Okay. But the oldest is hardest. You know why? When you're the oldest, your parents are parents for the first time. They don't know what the hell to do with you. You're a baby. They're always experimenting. Let's see if it floats. Oh, the third kid, keep him out of the water, Marge. Yeah, that first one still looks like a prim. But she loved kids. In fact, after she had 14 kids, then she decided she wanted to adopt them. Just as I need. I'm battling 13 brothers and sisters for a seat at breakfast. Now I gotta chase a couple Korean kids around. Give me back that Pop-Tart Pops thing. Get this, I'm a U.S. citizen. You don't even have a green card. She keeps stealing my breakfast. I'm called immigration. See, because food's a problem in a big family. Let's say you wanted 3 kids and your dad buys you a dozen donuts. Each kid can see who can afford it. In our house with 14 kids and a dozen donuts, we actually had to have a donut raffle. I'd have say, kids, I'm thinking the 12 numbers between 1 and 14. It was like playing the Daily Donut Double. Did you win? No, I haven't had a donut in 6 years. Oh, the Christmas they picked the jelly trifecta. Just walking around trying to handicap it. I think I'll put number 6 in the glaze to show. Then maybe I'll box the cream cornella. Yeah. My mom's got a hat room on working the $2 window. Come on, kids, get those back. You don't want to aggravate your father. My father's funny too. He's one of these guys that likes to talk back sarcastically at TV commercials. You know, some guy would come on very sincere. Do you have a problem with dandruff? Yes, it's blocking the driveway. Maybe we can help. Well, you better bring a bulldozer down. I can't get the car out. We didn't travel much. My dad never took us anywhere unless the kids were heavily sedated. These kids all Dramamine, 14 kids in the car going. Get the kids, Grandma. Great, stack them in a corner. We'll get them out later, play dominoes with them. They keep bugging me for donuts, don't you feed them? We used to wear out dentists. I went to dentistry. You know, my dentist is one of these guys who's always coming up with problems I think he could figure out on his own. He works in my mouth for an hour with some sharp thing with a hook on it. Then he says, kind of amazed, your gums are bleeding. Oh, you don't suspect a connection to that spike you stuck in there. I think we can solve this puzzle without the FBI. Then he goes, I got a drill. You want a shot of Novocaine? No, I want a shot of you getting a diploma. So I also went shopping. I went down to Bloomingdale's to do a little clothes shop. You know, these clothing stores are getting too trendy. You know, they're starting to treat the clothes like people. I bought these pants because the pants had a little tag on them that said the pants were relaxed and confident, which I was happy to hear. I hate to walk around wearing emotionally disturbed clothes. You go to a party, your pants have a breakdown. What's the matter with Sunco trousers? Underwear start yelling, get him off me! He's crazy! When I went to Texas Bloomingdale's, I'd never been before. The cosmetics department. That's a whole different world in there. You know, as you walk in, they got these aggressive people trying to spray you with perfume. What a pain. Would you like to try the new fragrance from Calvin Klein? No thanks. Shh, wrong answer. Man, I was on my way to play rugby with some Hell's Angels. Now they'll probably chide me in a good-natured way. And you know some places like the Clinique, you know? They got the employees wearing these white laboratory coats. And suddenly makeup is serious medical business. You want a new blush? Ooh, we may need a urine sample. My show's not having a cough with this petri dish. It's so intense, I expect to see a woman coming on the stretcher. What's the matter, Doc? Mascara overdose. Oh my God. Pulls her down immediately. Well, people learn the dangers of makeup. But I'll tell you, if you do enough shopping, you can get some real insights into human behavior. You ever been like a bank or a fast food place there's only one line? And everybody's standing there being kind of fidgety and impatient, and just then, another line opens up. This brings out the best in people. If I was in a hurry, I'd knock over Mother Teresa. Boom! Parketary. No, I think I pretty clearly had a step on you there. Oh, I know you're for St. Hood, but I'm double parked once again. Take care of my needs, friend man, I was saying. Hey, Joe, get your tax forms yet for 85? I love the tax form where it says, if you want the IRS to figure your taxes. Stop here and sign below. Here's a good financial move. It's like saying an auto mechanic estimate. No, you just do the work and charge whatever you think is good. I'm a schmuck. Pluck me. You ever try to get an estimate from a mechanic? They get real vague on you. How much that valve job going to be? Oh, it'll run you. Yes, you're going to cost me. Well, seriously, how much exactly? Oh, $400 close as I can get. I feel like giving half the money and saying, hey, close as I can get. I'd like to be closer, but I don't see nothing. Driving slang, I'll tell you, let's see if you people are as warped as I am. I was walking down 2nd Avenue tonight to the club. A couple blocks away while I was walking, I heard a good 3 seconds of a car trying to screech to a stop for no good. I mean, you feel a little cheated if you don't hear a nice... You start leaning in that direction, kind of rooting for the guy. Come on, baby, come on! When there's no crash, you're actually upset. Like this guy should have wrecked his car just so you could go, nice! I think that was enough. So what else? I got a new watch for Christmas, in fact. In fact, my watch is waterproof down to 300 feet, which is a feature I use pretty much daily. And if I was 300 feet underwater, I would not need a watch. Because basically I would know, it's time to go. Yep, when my eardrums start playing Wipeout, I'm out of here. But you ever look at your watch and just kind of wonder when time started? I mean, when was the first day that started keeping time? Had to be a first day, right? Because at one time there was no time at all. Must have been frustrating to ask, do you have a time? And you're back, I don't even know what you're talking about. No such thing as far as I know. So when was the first day? I mean, one afternoon, did a caveman just go? It's Tuesday, about 6:30. Set your sundial, and let's go! See, then I got into BC before Christ. That's another concept I never understood. Because in the year, say, 128 BC, how did they know Christ was coming in 128 BC? And if he was that important, why'd they give him such a hard time when he showed up? He was on time. Well, anyway, you folks have been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this. Joe Bolster.
Tulsa. Apparently the entire... We're gonna have bowling here right now. Everybody has left with Joe Bosa. When you see a comedian, when you just get up and leave with that comedian, see somebody you like. That's how we work it here at the Comic Strip. Apparently the world's largest piss break has just taken place. I've seen people go in the bathroom together, but this is ridiculous. It's like synchronized bladders. So we were saying, I think we're done talking. So, well, I do the morning show here in New York on WABC. I don't think anybody listens to. You know, when you do a talk show, no matter what you say is controversial. It letters like, "Dear nigger loving Jew bastard." "Drop dead you bigot." I used to work at a disc jockey playing music on the radio, and people would call up request lines at the radio station to hear records, and they would lie that anything in the world to hear the record on the radio. Well, my grandmother's very sick. She'd love to hear the new Devo record. If you played right away, she's going to be dead in about 10 minutes. Here's what actually happened. A guy calls up, about to be executed. This is my final request. If you play, release me. I was on the radio once doing my job, and while I was on the air, my girlfriend called me up to break up with me while I was doing a radio program. Thank you. Told you not to call. Wait, hold on. Here's on the Telephone Sax Wax Rolling Stones, you bitch. Stop the last 10 minutes. Peek. Oh. Hold the diaphragm back. I paid for it. I use it as a mouse trampoline. Like the college video, you women explain that joke to the guys that you're with right now. Anybody here breaking up with the person they're with tonight? This would be a great way to let them know. Comedy Club Friday night. Tell them right now. Sometimes you're on a date. It's hard enough you're never going to see the person again. You want to end it right then and there. I'm talking like 7:30, quarter to 8. This always happens in the car. It's always a girl in the car. It's always a guy who says something like, "Let me out." Don't bother stopping in the car. But we're in the Gobi Desert. I don't care. I'll walk home. It's traumatic for a guy asking a girl out because there's always a fear that she's going to be honest. Would like to go out? You're a jerk. Don't bother asking anyone else either, okay? We all think you're a jerk. We had a World Conference of Women, and you're a jerk. Some women aren't honest. They don't know how to say no. They kind of lie to let you down easy. Would like to go out? What day is today? Friday? Call me in a year. Maybe give me your number and I'll throw it out. Sometimes little tip-offs you know when somebody's not interested. Things like, "Hello, Sherilyn. Who's this?" "It's Alan." "I'm not here right now." Well, let's face it, the word commitment's a dirty word for a lot of people. People just don't want to get involved. "Hello." "Hey, slow down." "How are you?" "I can't deal with this, okay?" I figure most relationships end up the same way. Why bother going through it? Why not get right to the point? You know, I was looking across the bar and he's very attractive. Kind of cool way to introduce myself. I tell you, I think you and I should stop seeing each other. Look, we're gonna get like 10 seconds. You're really pissing me off now. You ever go on a blind date with somebody, have nothing in common with them whatsoever except the person who fixed you up? Which is all you talk about all night long. Hey, Joe's a great guy, isn't he? Great guy. I'm gonna break his legs next time. Situation like this, you have nothing in common whatsoever with the person. Say anything just to keep the conversation going. Hey, see, they got oxygen in here, huh? And you see, when her comes, she had to get home early. I just forgot. I'm married. You ever find yourself in a bad relationship with things like calling ex-lovers on the telephone? You try to sound very casual, no time has passed. "Hey, Ben. You're not from 15 years. You what? Well, you're a guy now." People change. People have obnoxious pet names. You get involved in all of these obnoxious, cutesy names, things like Huggy Bear, Suction Cup. These names would be embarrassing to use in business situations, wouldn't they? The courtroom, please rise for Justice Spooky Face. Couples break up, you know, they say things which are taken literally or ridiculous. Start arguing and say things like, Look, we're two different people. I'll go with you on that, I really will. Or you try to be reasonable, you say something like, I'm talking to you as a person. And it's very thoughtful of you, thank you very much. Remember you talked to me as a lamp recently, and I appreciated our part. We talk about the future, and someone will say something like, let's take it one day at a time. What's the alternative? Skip Tuesdays? And very often, if you ask somebody why they broke up, they'll say, it was mutual. We all know it was mutual means I got done. Is it ever really mutual? Is one person saying, I never want to see you again. The other one says, oh, it's a great idea. People in different walks of life break up differently. How would a doctor break up with his girlfriend? Doesn't look good. Maybe we should get a second opinion. How about a game show host? One of us is unhappy. The other one was things that go on just the way they are. So you have to decide which one is which. You got 15 seconds. Here's a strange career, being a psychic. How would a psychic pick up his girlfriend? Told you. Someone's really psychic. How can you have a normal conversation with them? Hi, how are you? Fine, so are you. Here's a strange place to work, the photomat store. Where do these people hold their office parties? I can see calling up someone who works there and someone else answers the phone. You want Bill? I'll look for him. He's not in. I like some of these career schools they have in New York. You may have seen them advertising the buses for this Cashier Training Institute. This is a 3-week course where you can learn to be a cashier. 3 weeks. You think 10 minutes might be sufficient? 3 weeks. Imagine the academic year. After a week and a half, semester break. 18 days of prom. Want to learn double digits? Sorry, that's our master's program. Imagine the proud parents that we go to this school. Well, Bill, my boy's going to medical school. What about yours? Well, Hannah, my boy's going to Cashier Training Institute. Well, Bill, my boy wants to save lives and help humanity. Well, Hannah, my boy wants to make sure everybody gets the right change. Imagine the moment when you fly home and tell your parents, Mom, Dad, I've decided I want to be a cashier. And who are the people who don't get into this school? They're the ones who go to the cashier school in Grenada and Barbados. So now they're opening up 2 new schools, Elevator Operator Institute and Toll Collector Institute. That's right, you can be a toll taker. Work in the country's major expressways. Learn how to rig a little gate. No appealing real power. Give directions, make change. Get part of your own sunburn. Have brief conversations. What does a toll taker do today? I'll go for a little drive. I took a vacation in Barbados, and I'm sitting there on the beach, 84 degrees, sunny, sand, sea, it's beautiful. The waiter's giving me a drink on the beach. I'm thinking, where does this guy go on vacation? Minnesota? Now, give me places like 3 below, a minefield, a view of sewage. I like to go there, a little different. This big guy, I tell you what was big this past year, this cruise to nowhere. How does traveling from the Gulf to sell to somebody? It's nowhere, $600. Here's your brochure, it's completely blank. You love your tour guide, he's blind, deaf, and dumb. You're on the boat. Honey, I don't see a thing, I think we're approaching. The newest holiday, we just celebrated Martin Luther King Day. And the internet, one person. Not a day to relax, a day to study and reflect. They had Martin Luther King Day sales. I think Seymour had a picture of Martin Luther King with television sets. It was great. This is not the day to do this. But look at the way we celebrate holidays. Easter, the resurrection of Christ, we picnic and wear bonnets. 4th of July, birth of a nation, illegal explosives. President's Day, Washington, Lincoln birthday of the fathers of our country, 50% off quality broadload. I'm sure before long in New York there'll be Bernard Getz Day. This will be celebrated by target practice. Because in the subways now it says radio playing, gum chewing, loitering, $25 fine, shooting 4 people. Okay. Thanks for coming back. Why don't you sit down? Eddie is a workaholic, he really is. I think he doesn't do much, but he wrote that note. And the lyrics go with it? Yeah. Okay. That's, yeah. One syllable. It's an Amoeba song. And, but, you ready? Yeah. Well, we have a little treat for you.
Yay!
Thank you for responding. This next performer, like Joe Wilson, is also from New Jersey, and you probably recognize him from Saturday Night Live and movies like Johnny Dangerously. But he's working a special now for NBC. Joe Piscopo. Good morning. He is great. He's a great So how's everybody doing? How you doing back there, all right? Where you from, huh? Where? Haiti. Haiti? You got fucked today, didn't you? Use that on PBS. You're not going home. No, you're really not from Haiti, are you? You really are?
Oh, do you need someplace to live? Pour a heart out to this poor fella. Are you really from Haiti? And now, is that true that coup over there? Is that right?
No, it's not you. You got the inside dope. He's part of the coup, but he's got his inside here. I go to a comic strip and hide out. Lord. Really from Haiti? What are you doing in New York, fat man? You here since you were one. Oh, Haiti bullshit. Flew over Haiti once. Oh, Haiti. I'm from New Jersey. I come from born and raised in New Jersey. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. I was born up in Passaic. I was actually born up in, like, Essex County, born up around there. Alpine. That's where I live. I actually moved there. Where are you guys from? Australia? No, you're not. Are you serious? Is she really from Australia? Are we talking about her?
I'm gonna shrimp the body for you.
You're from Westwood, New Jersey? That's my gym over there. Who's from Westwood, New Jersey? Where? Yeah, now, do you know the Westwood Racquetball Club?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You don't care. Hey, did we talk to everybody up front already? Like a happy soul anyone here? Nice to see you. He doesn't stop smiling ever. Only to beat the shit out of something. And then you get the man and goes, I was brought up in New Jersey. They call New Jersey the Garden State. I think because it smells like fertilizer over there. You ever drive down Route 95? People go, Joe, why did New Jersey get a bad name? It's Route 95. That area that's like, what do they call it? Cancer Alley? Oh, so people drive through there as innocent people, and the tumors pop up on their body and it's the unhealthiest environment in the world. I can remember growing up in New Jersey. I was like I was a television baby. I really was. I watched television. I like watching television now. Matter of fact, I said there's need to be on it, because I watch it. And, I just gotta go. You know what I am when I watch television? I'm a clicker. I cannot watch a television show for more than 10 seconds at a time. Any closet clickers here? Right? It's unbelievable, right? And this is why the greatest invention of the 20th century has got to be the remote control. Yeah! Right? Or what I like to refer to affectionately as the Terminator. It's true, man. You don't like what's on the TV, you know, like power. And today, television is so cool, man. You get 100 different channels to choose from. And different programming, anything you want. You get music 24 hours a day. You can get sports, you want news 24 hours a day? In my area, we have Japanese television 24 hours a day. Japanese television. This is me at home with a TV with the Terminator. This is CNN, the cable news network, all news all the time. We never run out of news. And now a report on the history of paint. This is ESPN, all sports all the time. We never run out of sports. Coming up, the International Fencing Finals. On HBO, and HBO only, a world television premiere. Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather. It's showtime, with special sports, movies, music. Tonight, a world television premiere. From TBS, the Superstation, it's Candid Camera. And now here's Mr. Candid Camera himself, Alan Funt. We thought it would be funny. If we dumped some toxic waste in the backyard of a small New Jersey home. And now a few minutes with Andy Rooney. Did you ever notice how annoying my voice is? And how I ask too many questions? Whoa! A world of television premiere! Latex paint from in about, I'd say about 1800. Now watch what happens when Fanny Flagg goes up to the door, dressed in a radiation suit, and tells the family they have to move. Watch this. Have you ever noticed my eyebrows look like Don King's hair? You can't talk to me like that, Corleone. I'm Mo Green. You can't talk to me like that, Corleone. I'm Mo Green. You're like, oh, Corleone. I'm Mo Green. Don't use any of this, please. I'm doing an ABC special in the spring. We're shooting it now. And I got, you want to hear something crazy? Please, I can't let you guys use this. I'll just talk to my friends here. You can go fuck off. Hey, good luck, huh? Hi there, I'm on TV. I what we do. We're doing a sketch. I talked Eddie Murphy to be on the special, and we're doing a New Jersey Vice sketch. Right? So it's like me and Eddie. I got Eddie to go out on a tugboat in the middle of the Hudson River, standing on the tugboat, like Philip Michael Thomas and Don Johnson. Eddie's so pissed at me. He had no idea. I looked down and said, "I owe you big." I was like, the extent of it, you know. But we got Danny DeVito's gonna be on it. That'll be cool. Yeah, Dan, we'll be doing a Flintstone sketch. I'll be Fred. He'll be Barney. So it's like real silly stuff. And we got like this. What else do they want to bounce off? Frank and Bruce singing together. Which should be interesting. Frank who? Frank Stallone. I gotta go with Stallone. That'll be great. I think my favorite Frank. Here's something you may be able to use. I'll go into it something else. Here's something. One of my favorite sketches on Saturday Night Live was when Eddie Murphy played Stevie Wonder and I played Frank Sinatra. I can't believe that. We were so silly back then. But we had Frank singing to Stevie his version of Ebony and Ivory. You are black and I am white. You are blind as a bat and I have sight. Side by side, you are my amigo Negro. Let's not fight. Stevie liked it, man. Frank liked it. Me and Eddie went. So anyway, I just want to come up and say hello. Any questions at all? Any questions at all?
What are you doing next?
Hey, baby, you. Hey, little girl, is your daddy? You see what Bruce stalks the women? You ever seen that? Bad desire. And he moves it. I got the moves now. I'm doing a Springsteen impression on special. He shakes his legs. It's kind of like this. Just once, I'd like to see him grab it. He is the greatest. He's cool. I watched Springsteen with my girlfriend, you know, out in L.A. I had a chance to go backstage. It was wild. We got like right underneath, like Clarence was like right there, snuck back there. It was not supposed to be there. But Clarence, like, he was like 60 feet tall, you know, and Bruce was like 30 feet away, and I'm watching him, and I'm watching my girlfriend watch him, you know, and I could see, you know, girls say, you know, guys, they say, so when there's some star that's sexy, you know, they, oh, he's sexy. I don't understand Michael Jackson being sexy, and Prince being sexy. I don't understand it. Bruce, as a man, no gay stuff here now, okay? I understand when the girl says Bruce is sexy, you know? I was waiting for my girlfriend to go, Joe, do you mind if I have sex with Bruce? What could you say as a man? No, go ahead. I understand. I'll go next, I guess. Just say it. You understand it, right? Anyway, I just wanted to come up and say hi. It's nice that you're here at the Comic Strip. It's one of my favorite places. Very fun to drop in. And I hope you watch my special in the spring. A movie called Wise Guys is coming out for spring 2. I hope you go see that. I have been like the weirdest. What's Wise Guys about? Me and Danny DeVito play two mobsters on the lower echelon of the mob ladder. My personal Yogi Berra. Remember Yogi's a baseball card? Yogi, over here. I cannot wait for... Look at my hair. It looks pretty good on TV. I came from the gym. I haven't changed it. My! I'm so up for baseball season, huh? Yeah.
Yeah!
Man, I mentioned it before.
Yankees on.
The Yanks picked up Al Holland. That's a real smart move. Pal, this is what the bullpen needs. Okay. That's not for air. Pinella's great. Luke Pinella's great. He's gonna be great. It's great. When Pinella walks out there as manager, man, 50,000 strong, Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Imagine if they moved the stadium from the Bronx to the Greenwich Village. Pinella was about to play to here. Ooh, I love pinstripes. The Cardinals? They're kind of not too nice now. Were you embarrassed what happened in this last World Series? Not enough like to not stop being fans, huh? Yeah, he was going. Yeah, but we wrote a sketch about Andrew Hart. A Miller Lite sketch was very funny for the show, where he got to fight an umpire and ended up punching out the umpire at the end, you know. But he got traded. Was in Oakland now, right? Yeah. Great pitcher. What a nut, huh? But you guys, you're from St. Louis. Huh? Yeah. Did we talk to these folks yet? Huh? Yeah. Well, welcome to St. Louis. Nice to have you all. King Kong. Many years ago, nah, I'm a little too tired. But you smoke this shit, man. This is nasty, isn't it? We'll be alive 6 more months. Are they real strong, huh? I used to smoke 5 years. You need more cigarettes? You got more of them now? Another healthy brand, huh? They put asbestos in there now. Smoke up. Okay, you guys.
Hey, Joe, there's two from Bergenfield that want to talk to you.
Is there two from Bergenfield want to talk to me? Yeah. Hey, Bergenfield, so I think I'll stop and
she's
talk to you
beautiful,
now.
huh?
Hey, Bergenfield, all right.
That's about right. That's about right. That's about right.
Yes, I go to Bergenfield Camera. That's
You fit right in.
It's true.
Do you really work out in Westwood?
Do I work out in Westwood?
What's the name of that community or in that show where they're doing
Joe Piscopo, New Jersey special. We did. We shot at New Jersey and everything. The rest of the country's been going, why?
No, is that one from down neck?
From where?
Down neck north?
From down neck north?
You were down here?
The Iron section you have to me? Oh, I don't understand that. The Iron section, you notice that it was kind of a catatonic kind of reply. Yeah, that was Wise Guys. That was the film Wise Guys. But the special was in, we shot in Jersey, and where else did we shoot special? In different parts of Essex County. So anyway, I want to say hi. We got a lot more show here at the Strip. Is that right, guys? Alan Cole, you sound great on the radio, man. You listen to Alan Coles in the morning at WABC? I'm listening. I hear my pal Howard Stern. You guys got it. You guys got it. Alan sounds great. I hope you listen to him in the morning. And thanks a lot for being from Real Home.
Joe Piscopo, ladies and gentlemen.
For most guests of Late Night with David Letterman were furnished by Berkshire Place, an Omni Classic hotel, in exchange for this announcement. For reservations at Omni hotels in the U.S. and Europe, call toll-free 800-228-2121.
Okay. We're just about out of time. Thank you very much, Fred. Nice job. It was very funny.
Something.
You're from right here in New York?
New York, Brooklyn originally.
Nice to see you. Come back again.
Thanks.
Also, my thanks to Ed Burnett and Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Tomorrow night, Elia Baskin, Clarence Clemens, and from the Columbus, Ohio Zoo, Jack Hanna. Have a nice night, folks. Good night.
Now, we have actually a very special guest. He'll be at Caesars, 4th of July weekend, Caesars in Atlantic City. We have the owner of Caesars here. You've also seen him on Saturday Night Live and also in the movie Johnny Dangerously. Joe Piscopo, ladies and gentlemen.
too much can I have? Just a little pressure boost. How you guys doing, okay? Such a friendly room. This is a nice room at the Comedy Store. Hi, how are you? This is the all-American couples here. And ladies and gentlemen, the Cramptons and the Nortons are here tonight. Drop in and say hi. How are you? How are you? Nice. That's me, Joe Piscopo. Let's all say it together once so we get it straight. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Joe. I get that. It's the oldest thing in the world.
Okay, you're Eddie Murphy, right?
Okay, you're a schmuck, pal. What's your name? Brian. Where you from, Brian? Manhattan? Right in Midtown, huh? Now, did you move to Manhattan or were you brought up in Manhattan?
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Hey, we were really impressed. I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know. Well, that's, I come from New Jersey, see. So I can't What accent? You know. Who's the Jersey folks here tonight? We have New Jersey. Where are you from, sir? Cliffside Park. I'm sorry. I like they call New Jersey the Garden State. I think because it smells like fertilizer. How about Route 95 by the airport over there? Is that not amazing? It's unbelievable. Route 95, you have the airport on one side, you have oil refineries on the other. It's like, I don't know, people drive through there and tumors pop up on their body. Like Tumorland, USA. Innocent people from out of town driving through. There's something on my neck. Just drove through Newark. What happened? I like New Jersey's got its own radio, television station now. It's very own. WOR, right? It's Tom Dunn. And the retarded weatherman. Hey, a lot of this, okay? I'm really tired. I go, whoa. Well, they have New Jersey news. Like, what is New Jersey news? Today at the mall. New Jersey news. But I live there. I've been born and raised in Jersey. I haven't left. Yes, Joe, come down with us. It's great. I have all my relatives, all my Italian relatives live in Rutherford, New Jersey, which is great. And for some reason, all my Italian uncles look alike. They all wear their pants up to here. Right? I don't know why they wear their pants like up to their necks. Let me see if I can do this. Ravioli, all right? Yes, me. Why in the kitchen and cook? Don't mess with me, all right? Hey, all right. Their sons, my cousins, disco, all right? Unbelievable. My aunts have those beehive hairdos, you know? They really, and their heads came, whoa. Uncles like this, you know, aunts like that. These are families. Yep, I got a little boy of my own now, too. Boy, yeah. Thank you, yes. He's 6 years old, man. And we just see the comic strip is 9 years old tonight. How do they say? Is that right, tonight? Joey's 6. Whoa, Max, time's going by. I remember, like, yesterday when he was born, we did that French method of birth that everybody does. The, what's that called again? The Marcel Marceau method of birth. It's where the baby delivers himself by the umbilical cord like this. People go into the delivery room and take pictures of the actual... This, to me, is probably the most repulsive thing to do in the world. Right? Go into the delivery room and take pictures of the baby being born. It's disgusting, right? It's like, hey, Doc, get by the legs and wave, okay? Smile, honey! A nice Christmas picture postcard. And now they go into
videotape now. I have a friend who's a director. He actually put the mini cam on his camera. Go ahead, honey. It'd be fun to look at in reverse. Sorry. Quick impression, every front lawn on Long Island. Comedy record. Actually, Eddie and I did a record, a honeymoon rap record. Yeah. The guy dragged me, he's such a pal, man. After Beverly Hills Cop, he just wanted to, like, kind of relax and said, and we did a rap record with Eddie, right? Now, there's a bunch of white guys in the studio, you know? And Eddie walks in, and he goes, what are you doing, man? I said, we're doing a rap record, Ed. Come in, we'll have some fun, you know? Yeah, Joe, all right. You know, he's such a good pal. He came in, and he did Norton, and I did Camden, and it should be on the radio stations, I guess. Good, yeah. Did you see what they played a little? They played this one, right? Yeah, it was fun. It's like, from New York, right? Say what now? That's all they know. Come on. You look like a friendly soul. Where are you from?
There, Manhattan.
You're from Manhattan, too? You know this guy over here? Yeah. Let me see. I think I may know him. What are you doing there?
Work and live.
Work and live. Wow. I thought I was in California for a second. Where's my car? What do you do? What do you do here?
I go to NYU.
Oh, you go to NYU. Oh, so you live at home with mom and dad, huh? Huh?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. What are you majoring in?
Accounting. Uh-oh.
You're kidding. You're kidding, right? You're kidding, right? Huh?
I can switch if you want me.
Yeah. Cut to 20 years from now, he's a sanitation director, you know? I'll never listen to Piscopo. Son, I could have got into accounting. You said no. I became a garbage man. He was Italian. It went hand in hand. Accounting's good, man. They run the world, the accountants, you know? They do. I get those, you know, the contracts with my eyes crossed, and they call it business manager. It's nice, but it's very boring. And you don't get bras like that. But you're with a bunch of guys, so it doesn't matter to you. I just like accounting. I don't know what it is. I bought this shirt in California. Can you tell? I went in, my friends expect me to say, hi, boys, I'm home. Came in from L.A. Like, you good time out there? Oh. Yeah, speaking of work, it's nice to be here. I can remember starting out, boy, I did commercials when I first started out here. I mean, you see me before, you heard me talk about it. It's like I did a Dr. Pepper commercial with Bob Giraldi. He does all those music videos now. Giraldi was great then, man. He had us dancing and singing. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, we're a pepper, she's a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? And I can see my family at home saying, he's a homosexual now. But I got my wife, man, she's got relatives down south in Knoxville, Tennessee, where, you know, that's where men are men and sheep are nervous, you know. So, you know, I can see Goober watching the Dr. Pepper ad saying, I'm gonna make him squeal like a pig. Don't bend over in Goober's presence. Yeah. So, what other commercials I did? Yeah. Hey, you know, hey, you doing Yankee fans here? Yeah. It's hard anymore. I know. No, you're right. The Mets are a class team. Frank Cashin was a class operation, man. You're really good. But I know you get that brand, that NY branded into your heart when you're a little kid, you know? Big Yankee fan. Go to see a Yankee game. Go down to the clubhouse, right? Check this out. Flip me out. All my heroes are down there. See Guidry starting naked, nude, you know? So talking to a reporter, hanging out there, you know? How's your fastball today? Oh, fine, you know? Anyway, it was it. So I go and I'm talking to Bobby Mercer, who's down there just hanging out, and I heard, hey, Joe! And I turn around, and Dave Winfield's coming out of the shower. I mean, Dave Winfield's coming out of the shower. Why this man uses a bat is beyond me. sign up at the stadium, and I wanted to walk to him and go, Dave, you're the greatest, man. Those catches over the fences, they're hitting, they're running. And all I could say was, wow! Yeah, that was something, man. Oh, Eddie was big. Whoa. Forgive me, I'm looking at notes because this is the hardest thing to do. I'm telling you, coming back here and getting on stage and working it out. You watch entertainment tonight? Any entertainment tonight? No? Yeah. My favorite TV show. It is. I love the theme song. This song irritates everyone in the world. The best theme song's gotta be Ted Koppel's theme song, right? The Nightline theme song, bum, 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 bum. It says something. They should put lyrics to it. I'm Ted Koppel. This is Nightline. I look like Howdy Doody. ABC seems to have the lock on goofy guys, you know? They go off the air with a couple, come on the air in the morning with David Hartman. I know, it's like watching Bullwinkle in the morning. You ever watch David Hartman? Good morning! This is Joan. London. Come on, David, you can do it. So I do an impression of David Hartman on Saturday Night Live, right? He asks me to come on the show. He asks me to go, Good Morning America. So I rushed over there, I got there late. He's sitting in the interview chair. I pop in the seat. The red light on the camera goes on. He starts doing it in the middle of the interview. I freak out. I start doing it back. Hey, babe. I just came in. I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm Joan Bell. I'm not sorry. Hey, Joe, I like you. Dueling does, you know? Unbelievable. David Letterman's the best. Big David Letterman fan. The guy is making a bundle out of saying 3 words. My, oh my. It's a certain phrase. My, oh my. Phone the neighbors, wake the kids. My, oh my. Welcome to Stupid Pet Tricks. What is your pet going to do? It's going to expel gas, Mr. Letterman. My, oh my. We're having some fun now. It's great. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you. You know what I am? I like television. I unabashedly like television. I'm a clicker. Do we have any clickers here tonight? You cannot watch a television show for more than 10 seconds at a time? Right? Yeah, right. It's the same thing, and you love it, right? Hey, let's see what's on the game. And this is why cable television is a godsend. Because you've got the box. The guy's name. The box, right? And that cable guy comes over, he puts cable television in there. You can get any type of television possible. You get Japanese television, music television, MTV, ESPN, whole thing, man, it's great. You know, you're sitting there in your easy chair, you got the TV, a beer in your hand, and the box. This is me watching TV with the box. It's like, boom. This is CNN, the cable news network. All news all the time. We never run out of news. And now a report on the history of paint. This is ESPN, all sports all the time. We never run out of sports. Coming up, the high school badminton finals. On HBO, and HBO only, a world television premiere. Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather. It's showtime! And with special sports, movies, music. Tonight, the world television premiere. From TBS to Superstation, it's Candid Camera. And now here's Mr. Candid Camera himself, Alan Funt. We funny. If we dump some toxic waste into the backyard of a small New Jersey home. And now a few minutes with Andy Rooney. Do you ever notice how annoying my voice is? How I ask too many questions. My, oh my. Latex paint came in about what's 1800 on it. Hello again, everybody. Joe Piscopo live with Saturday Night Sports. The big story, Dave Winfield. The big story. You can't talk to me like that, Corleone. I'm Mo Green. You can't talk to me like that, Corleone. I'm Mo Green. Yes, I'll see you on the Corleone. I'm Mo Green. Now watch what happens when Fannie Flagg goes up to the door in a radiation suit and tells the family they have to move. Have you ever noticed my eyebrows look like Don King's hair? Is something happening somewhere? I wanted to do a remake. I was on Saturday Night Live this next year. I wanted to do Springsteen doing Dancing in the Dark with like a 300-pound woman coming on stage. Hey, baby! Clarence Clemens on her back. Last night I heard your voice. You crown, you were so alone. Hey, look who's in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this guy, huh? This guy is going to be on MTV next week. He's a dear friend of mine. You know, you come here to the clubs. He comes in occasionally. Bob, when you come on stage, Robert Wall. If you give him a nice round of applause. You know Robert Wall in the clubs right now? They don't know who the hell you are, Bob. Bob and Carol Clay, here we go. Bob is taking Martha Quinn's place on MTV. When, next Friday? Thanks, I love the shirt, Joe. Thank you. I'll do the act from this way, if you don't mind. But when are you going to be on MTV?
I'll be on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Who do you follow, man? Like Mark Goodman? Mark Brain Levin. Does Mark Goodman look like he had a... He looks like he's got like a bottom. Hello. I'm Mark Goodman. Mark, don't tell me. No, MTV's great.
It was a Madonna video. That's why I wanted to.
Come on, did you fuck her?
Maddie and I go back. Before she was a virgin.
Maddie. Well, this is Bob and I wrote this song. We did it on my HBO special. What key is it? I don't know what key is it. R. Positive conversation. R.
Like a dream. Peaches and cream.
Great, Bob. Let's go to the
Strawberry wine. You're 13.
You always think more of this on MTV. You know what you do that? Okay, oh, you want to do something? You gonna sing this now?
We'll do the same way we did before. Tell them how this thing happened. I think it needs to be set up.
You
set up this clip.
You said we're at improvisation. Glenn Hirsch, who's another comic, and
You still got more, response than Glenn.
no, when we were on stage, and what happened? Someone
There was a call. There was a call for this guy. His name was Tony DeNona. And then Glenn started doing it. And he started doing it. His name is Charlie. Come on, say Alma.
Is it Mayamo or is it Sayamo?
Mayamo for you. Some say Alma, some say Mayamo. Mayamo and Antonio.
Jerry Seinfeld has been with us before. He's a very funny young comedian. He'll be appearing at the Atlantis Hotel in Atlanta, 3rd through the 7th. Would you welcome, please, Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry?
Thank you very much, and thank you very much. It's nice to be here. You know, folks, we're living in a world, constant change. I was in the supermarket the other day. I see Tide is improved. It's amazing, after all these years, they're still not satisfied. They make it better. I don't know how many times you're in a laundromat, you hear people talking, how was your wash? I don't know, it was all right. I think it could have been better. Why don't they do something with this Tide? What is the thing on television with the detergents getting out the blood stains? This is a pretty violent image. They show you a T-shirt with a blood stain right over the heart. Maybe laundry isn't your biggest problem right now. shouldn't you get rid of the body before you do the wash? I don't do a lot of housework, but to me, it's call the coroner, fluff and fold. So anyway, where have I been lately? Well, I'll tell you. It's in Florida, visiting the folks. Everyone's folks, they're all down there. I love talking with old people, though. I really do. The older they are, the better. I love it. I mean, I never get tired of hearing stories about the Depression. Do you? You know those great milk was a nickel, car was a quarter, you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't even... And, you know, because I can't match these stories. I have nothing to contribute, you know, and I always wonder if I will. I mean, do you think we'll have stories like that when we get to be 80, 90? What am I going to have to talk about? The world will have to change a lot for me to have stories like that. I mean, will I be talking to little kids going, you know, when I was a boy, no dogs could vote. That's right. You mean they had no say in the world at all? They were on leashes and we accepted it. You know, to me, this is actually a thought that I had when I was a little kid. That adults, the thing about being an adult is you're always checking your pockets. This is the most adult thing, especially Sport Jacket. This is the most adult place in the world, right here. Everything comes out of here, very adult. Mortgages, group health plans, everything. You know, you never pull out like a frog or anything, you know. Kids never check their pockets, you know. Adults are always going, yeah, I think I had those keys. I think I... Checking. That's an adult thing to do. If you're a little kid, somebody asks you if you have something, you say, no, I don't have it. You don't check, you have nothing. Anything you own is most likely in your hand. You ask a little kid, do you have change of a quarter? They go, nope. You can even, are you sure? Double check. They go, I show you there's nothing. As an adult, I go, well, I've got one right here. Pull it right out. But as an adult, I've also noticed, I try and keep up with things, but God, Space Shuttle is back? Is it back? Does anybody know? Where is this? I think it came in Monday. Space Shuttle's back. Look, there's 3 people. No. This is incredible. Space missions. The most exciting thing that there ever was to happen. Right now, people don't even follow the space. I mean, they should make it exciting. I don't know how they could make us all watch again. Maybe they should send up some guy that doesn't want to go. Wouldn't you want? I mean, I think everybody would watch that, you know, dragging some guy down the hall, you know. Put him in his spacesuit, he's holding on to door jambs. See his face in the glass on liftoff. But I'd miss a launch after that just to see who they got this time. But I don't follow everything that goes on. I don't follow politics. I know I'm supposed to. I know everyone's supposed to, but... Well, I'll tell you one of the personal problems that I have with American politics. This is the thing that really bothers me. How did we come up with the elephant and the donkey? That's the mascots of the 2 parties, an elephant and a donkey. We got 2 parties. They got their choice of any animal in the kingdom. How did the Democrats come up with a donkey? What kind of a meeting was that? Well, we need an animal that represents leadership, vision. How about a lion? No. How about a stallion? Too obvious. How about a jackass? That's good. Yeah. I think a jackass makes an excellent statement about us. Plus, it's an animal people admire. Even the Republicans, what kind of meeting did they have? They didn't do any better. Well, we need an animal that represents wisdom, integrity. Some sort of smelly, slow-witted circus animal, perhaps. Does anyone have any suggestions? Hey, how about a jackass? That's taken, you idiot. The Democrats got that one. We should have got it. We could have been the jackasses. We should have had this meeting months ago. Thank you very much. Good night.
Funny stuff.
Thank you. Thank you
New
very
and
much.
improved. Yeah.
Tide is new.
Yeah, you make very good.
Thank you.
You make very good observations about things. I've been following some products since I was a kid, and they're new and improved. Those are the two most powerful words in advertising. Either new or improved, which leads you to believe you've been buying something that's not too good.
Yeah, what was wrong with it?
Beforehand,
You know?
yeah.
And then they put in, like, colored specs. Oh, well, now it's, you know, this will help my wash. You know?
Lemons are big now.
Lemons
in anything. Lemon fresh, you know.
Yeah.
Put it in anything.
Car polish.
Yeah, lemon
on
fresh.
on furniture, in shampoo. What if shampoo has food in it? Does that make any
I
sense?
don't know. Lemons are big. Things are going well for you.
Yeah, things are going well. Doing a lot of traveling.
That's great.
Staying in a lot of fine quality luxury hotels.
Oh,
too.
I'll bet.
Yeah. You can tell when you're staying in a good hotel when the TV set is welded to that solid steel beam bolted in. A lot of
quarters,
those.
yeah. We'll be right back. We got to cut away.
Okay, you're in for a treat.
Got another cue from Freddie. He went to improvisation in the Comedy Store in Hollywood, as well as college campuses and clubs all across the country. Would you welcome, please, Jimmy Brogan. Jimmy?
Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you? Oh, well, you sound terrific. Thank you. I'm in a good mood. I guess I should tell you, first of all, that the diet is going well. Yeah, I've lost like 150 pounds so far, and I think I'll drop another 100. I'll be finished. That'll be it for me. I'll be done. Yeah. Do you think I'm too thin? Think I'm too thin? Yeah? I'm 6'2", 131 pounds. Yeah, when people see me in the street, they start singing, "We Are the World." But I've been trying to build up. I joined a health club, and I got into pumping iron, and all right, aluminum, but all right, they were Nerf weights. But someday, metal. Yeah. I've been thin my whole life. I was real weak as a kid. Remember one time I was beat up by my imaginary friends. And had there not been so many of them, I might have won, but I was popular. Yeah. I'm not from California. I grew up in the Midwest. Midwestern, yeah. Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio is my hometown. Oh, are you from Cleveland? Oh, that's very nice. Mostly people make fun of Cleveland. They don't clap. It's very nice to clap. Yeah. And I think people make fun. It all started when the river caught on fire a few years ago, and yeah. But we were happy. We were catching fish that were already cooked, so I'll tell you the great thing about being from Cleveland is you go to any city in the world and you think to yourself, boy, this is great. Wow. It's true, my family can vacation in Detroit and we think to ourselves, ooh, paradise, we're here. This is it. Yeah. Cleveland's a wonderful city. It's got kind of a low self-image. They just had a contest to find a new slogan for Cleveland, and the winner was, you gotta live somewhere. So, it's not working out. I was just back in Cleveland visiting the family, and we all go back and visit family once in a while? Yeah? And do we enjoy it? Yeah. Ooh, some? Yeah. Yeah, I like going back to visit my family, because in my regular life, I don't get to play Yahtzee and Racco nearly enough. It's important to go back. Yeah. I guess we all have the same kind of parents, don't we? The same kind of dad who never quite knows who he is. Wanders around the house at night, turning off lights, saying, who do you think I am, Thomas Edison? When he gets that long-distance phone bill, what am I, a Rockefeller? No, you're dad. Snap out of it. You gotta shake them sometimes, yeah. All parents say the same kind of thing, I think. Parents always say to you when you're a kid, they say stuff like, don't play with your food. And then for Christmas, they give you a Mr. Potato Head. Hey, how does that work? Yeah. Your parents ever say this to you? They say, don't stay out late, because when you do, we can't sleep. And then you get home and have to ring the bell for an hour and a half. Wake up! Wake up! Finally, Dad comes down. Oh, we were just about to call the police. Like the police had nothing better to do than look for a 35-year-old who's out past 11. They're not busy. Then my dad starts to get mad. He says, what do you mean coming in late? Just who do you think you are? Thomas Edison Jr.? And then my dad really gets mad. He says, boy, you're skating on thin ice, young man. You're skating on thin ice. I think all dads back east say that. Dads in California don't get to say that, you know? It's true, their kids never ice skate, you know? It wouldn't make sense. Out here, they have to say stuff like, you're surfing on dry land, dude. Yeah, dads are great. We all call our dad Dad. Everyone call him Dad? Yeah. Anyone call him Pop? You call him Pop? Yeah, it's kind of fun. Lose weight, you call him Diet Pop. Hey, you know. What I never understood is people calling their dad the old man. Anyone call their dad the old man? Oh, you do? Yeah. Now, if he's the old man, what's your grandfather? The prehistoric man? Get in the car, kids. We're visiting Neanderthals. Come on. We're driving to Bedrock. Yeah, visiting grandparents. Grandparents are great. Kids and grandparents always get along, don't they? Grandparents and kids? Yeah. And you know why? My grandfather told me why. He said, it's because we have a common enemy, your parents. I got my sense of humor from my grandfather. He had kind of a strange sense, no longer alive, but when he was, he had kind of strange sense of humor. Sunday morning breakfast, when he'd finished with half a cantaloupe, he would take it and he'd turn it over and he'd put it on my head and he'd yell, "We've got a new pope." Strange Catholic man. I once saw my grandfather yell at my dad. This was a scary thing, seeing my dad get in trouble with his dad. And then my dad started yelling at us, you know, and it was kind of a family tradition. And it was my dad's fault, because he used to always say to us, Christmas was different when we were kids. We wouldn't get toys. All we get is a lump of coal for the furnace. That was it, a lump of coal. And we told my grandfather that, and boy, he got mad. Ooh. Called my dad in there and said, "What do you mean, lump of coal? Just who do you think you are?" And we all piped up, "He thinks he's Thomas Edison." Thank you very much. Jimmy Logan. Jimmy Logan, we'll be back.
Thank you very much. My name is Bill Masters. Good to be here. I was backstage getting ready, you know, putting on my jacket, checking out my tie, you know, straightening up the hair. Looks good, huh? You probably noticed I do have what is known as a slight receding hairline. Actually, I'm not losing my hair. You know, a lot of people think I'm losing my hair, but I'm not. I'm having it surgically removed. Yeah, I'm converting to solar energy. Have you heard about this? You get these panels installed. It works out kind of nice. Actually, I am losing my hair. And for those of you who don't have this problem, you have to understand, guys, this is your future up here. Life starts to suck pretty early. And it's like herpes. There's no cure for this. Of course, unlike herpes, everybody knows you got it. You can't say this. No, this is a cold sore. I used to have a lot of hair. I used to have a lot of long hair, you know, when I went to Woodstock. I went to Woodstock, thank you very much. I had long hair and a ponytail. You couldn't find a hipper guy than me, long hair and a ponytail, you know. I think that's what messed it up, actually. I think that rubber band was just a little too tight. See, the best thing about Woodstock was it made you hip. You could tell somebody at the party. It was great. You know, you could say things like, "Yeah, I was at Woodstock. I drank bong water with Jim Morrison." Far out, huh? Of course, now you try that, you see a girl, you walk over and you say, "So, what were you doing in the summer of '69? Teething." Bummer. But it doesn't matter anymore because I don't have to be hip. I'm married. Just celebrated, as a matter of fact, just celebrated my 5th wedding anniversary a couple of weeks ago. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. She left after the 2nd month, but I still keep the date because I think that's important. Actually, we're thinking about starting a family, which I'm really, really excited about. But I'm a little nervous because what do you do if your child does not turn out the way you want them to? You know, guys, the first time you see that baby is when you go to that hospital and that nurse picks up your child behind that glass and that sea of baby, and you see the first one, you go, "How about this one over here? Come on, here." Or what do you do when you find out that your kid is growing up and his nickname in school is Scuzz? Remember those kids? They had parents, sure. How would you like to be one of those guys? You go to that PTA meeting and the teacher says, "You know, Scuzz doesn't seem to be applying himself." Say, "Great, you call him Scuzz too, huh?" Okay. But actually, when you think about getting older, it really doesn't matter because getting older now is not that bad. You know, most Americans are over 25 years old. We have the oldest president that we've ever had. I guess you knew that, right? Reagan is the oldest president we've ever had. That's even if all the other presidents were still alive, he'd still be the oldest. Reagan is old, folks. Reagan is, well, he's 74 years old. That's old. Let you know how old 74 is? That's 13 in dog years. That's cycle 4. That's way into cycle 4. You know, Lorne Green doesn't mess with cycle 4 dogs. You know, those are the ones, if you pet them real hard, they die. I broke your dog. I'm sorry. Listen, you folks have been very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. How you doing, gang? Well, good. It's good to be here following Princess. Very exciting. Guess that makes me kind of a court jester. But I should be honest, probably a lot of you haven't heard of me. That's okay. I'll let you in a little secret. I'm not looking to be a big star in show business, and that's working out real good so far. In fact, comedy's kind of slow. I had to get a day job here in New York to kind of supplement my comedy income. It's an interesting job. I work for one of the local radio stations here in Manhattan. What I do is I get in my car during rush hour and ride around and report on helicopter traffic. It's going real good. See, I don't have a good car. I have a '66 Rambler. This is not a great car. In fact, the other day I took it in for repair. You ever do this? You take your car in for a repair and the dealer gives you a car to drive while your car is being repaired. It's called a loaner. I take in a '66 Rambler. The guy gives me an '84 Camaro. What's my incentive to bring it back? Certainly not the threat that he'll keep my car. Guy calls me up, your car's ready. I'm not. I hope the '94 Camaros are good, because that's the next time you'll be seeing me. I like driving in Pennsylvania. See, in Pennsylvania, on the turnpike there, they have signs that tell you how much a speeding ticket's going to be, depending on how fast you're caught going. Have you heard of these signs? They're supposed to slow you down. They don't work at all. I'm driving by going, I can afford that. Hey. And it got worse. It got worse. I'm going 80. Some guy goes by doing 100. I don't want him to think I'm poor. I speed up. Pretty soon the whole highway's doing 160 because of peer pressure. People driving with one hand, throwing $20 bills out the window with the other. Keep the change, copper. You can see dumb signs you're driving. I came across 42nd Street tonight. I went by an adult bookstore. Get this sign. They had rows and rows of porno books. Next to that was a sign that said, under new management. Like the average pervert is going to be affected by this marketing technique. Bob, want to try that porn shop? No, I hear the management is terrible. They got no librarian. They're not using the Dewey Decimal System. I'm not going back till they make some personnel changes. And you can see dumb signs everywhere you go. I was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania recently where they had the battle in the Civil War. Battlefield's now a national monument. I ride by the parking lot. There's a sign in the parking lot that says, tours available from licensed guides. Are they having a problem with unlicensed guides? Are guides sneaking onto the battlefield? Giving out bogus information? Gang, over here, this is where Hitler was shot. See this pond? That's Pearl Harbor. Move it out. Let's check out the Alamo now. Stay with the tour, please. Some signs are redundant, repetitive. I went to a Denny's once. They had the most repetitive sign I've ever seen. 2 parts. Top part said Denny's open 24 hours. Underneath that was a sign that said always open. Is there somebody that needs both signs? Is there some confused guy outside going, let's see, Denny's open 24 hours? It's 2:30. They open now? Oh, I see. They're always open. Isn't that great? I got you. Guess they have different hours on the weekends. That's got to be it. See, what I can't figure out is their thought process, their logic. What were they so afraid of if they had just put up a sign that said simply open 24 hours? Were they afraid that some incredibly precise guy was going to come in during the vernal equinox? And go, you know, guys, today's 3 seconds longer than 24 hours. You going to be open? Why do I ask? Frankly, your sign's a little vague.
Got your luggage at Clark's? Great price, huh?
Yeah, but I saved even more.
Wait, you know someone?
You could say I've got connections.
How'd you save so much on that cruise?
Well, call a few friends.
With AT&T Opportunity Calling, you too have connections. Make your usual calls with AT&T Long Distance, and you can save on travel, luggage, appliances. Look for your catalog in the mail.
Like they say, it's who you know.
AT&T Opportunity Calling. Another reason AT&T is the right choice.
When you're hungry, only Hungry Jack is good enough for your Virginia baked ham and black-eyed peas, clam chowder and Boston baked beans, Hungry Jack and chicken soup, hot chili and lamb stew, Hungry Jack peanut butter jelly, pepperoni pizza, mustard choli. Only Hungry Jack biscuits are so light, so flaky, so versatile, they're the only ones good enough for your salami, pastrami, slice of Swiss, Hungarian goulash, or any dish. Only Hungry Jack is good enough.
Profiles and Contours invites you to our Park Avenue Center to discuss how you can improve your appearance through cosmetic surgery. Our exclusive computer imaging system allows you to see how you might look. At Profiles and Contours, board-certified surgeons provide the most up-to-date cosmetic procedures, and you can usually go home the same day. Call Profiles and Contours for a free private consultation.
Profiles and Contours, state-of-the-art cosmetic surgery.
Welcome to the place where rock lives. 102.7 WNEW-FM. This is no bungalow. It's a rock and roll mansion, the home of rock and roll. WNEW-FM. The excitement is all courtesy of the hottest rock personalities in radio. Live concerts, 18-song music marathons, and rock and roll variety galore. Move to where rock lives. New York's first choice for rock and roll. 102.7 WNEW-FM.
Hotel accommodations for most guests of Late Night with David Letterman were furnished by Berkshire Place, an Omni Classic hotel, in exchange for this announcement. For reservations at Omni Hotels in the U.S. and Europe, call toll-free 800-228-2121.
Okay, very funny, Joe. Nice to see you. Please come back.
Thanks for having me.
Quite entertaining. A very nice young fellow. My thanks also to Michael J. Fox. What do you think, boys? Is the princess coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bring her back.
She'll be back. Tomorrow night, Sandra Bernhardt and Garland Bunning and J.J. Wall. Thanks, folks. Good night.
Just what Kansas City won that today, huh? Yeah. We got a Kansas City crowd here? Oh, not St. Louis. Yeah. Brett's got to get the ring. Brett's got to get the ring, man. Well, last night I heard your voice. You crying, you were so alone. You said your love had never died. Hey, Bruce, you see him when he was in town? Springsteen when he was in town? That was like so cool. I saw him in LA. It was great. I got a chance to sneak backstage and watch him. I was like 25 feet away from him. I couldn't believe it. He's like so terrific. I'm watching that guy with my girlfriend, you know, and she's watching him, I'm watching him. And I can see, even as a guy, no gay stuff here, he's sexy. He's like a sexy guy, you know? Like, even as a guy, you can see it. You know, I'm waiting for my girlfriend to turn to me and say, Joe, do you mind if I have sex with Bruce? What can a man say? What can you about to say? Yeah, I guess. Let me go next. Say, tell Clarence to come along. Bruce comes over. Joe, man, I like your girlfriend, man. Want to have a screw her, you know? No, Clarence comes over. You know, Joe, you like your girlfriend. Do anything you want, baby. You're crying. So how are you guys? You look a little laid back, a little tired. Yeah, Saturday second show. Where are you guys from? Did we talk to these folks right here? You look real Midwest. You're not New York, right? You're from Maine. Oh my God! That's like weird country, isn't it? Did somebody do this joke already? Where men are men and sheep are nervous? It's 10 years, and I feel weird for certain. What do you guys do in Maine? First of all, what's your name? What do you think? You giggling too? Yes. Oh, you've got animal paws on your sweater. So we have sex up there. Control on me. What's your name? Sue and Kathy. Good Maine names. I like that. What do you do? Sue, what do you do in Maine?
I own a store.
You own a store. We're really fucking impressed. Nothing, you know? I'm slumming at the comic strip tonight. She owns a store in Maine. No, I'm only kidding. I really am only kidding. You can say anything you want in the world, only follow with only kidding. You can tell the truth, get off the hook at the same time. Is it like one of those survival stores? They have a bomb shelter underneath. You live up in Maine, you know? They're going to attack us now. That was the Pepperidge Farm guy is from, isn't it? Pepperidge Farm, remember? Yeah, that's right. The Pepperidge Farm guy looks like real lonely, you know? I like little boys. I remember little Johnny. Those chocolate pecans on his little buns. I remember. He's a sick man, okay? Pepperidge Farm remembers carrying him away like this. So, I'm so sorry. I'm just in a silly mood. So, what kind of store is it? Clothing store? What is it, like LL Bean stuff? Here's the LL Bean catalog. The ugliest clothes. I mean, really. And the guy's there looking like a puss. He's saying, I wouldn't wear these shorts if I didn't have to. I think there's enough room in those shorts for black people down there. You'll never see a black man in LL Bean. It's, yeah, I like those shorts. Very nice. It's a little hiking boots too, you know? So what's a clothing line? What's a clothing line? It has paws on the sleeves? Oh, is this like an original clothing line? Well, have another cigarette, you'll be okay. What is a name? Is it a name like Calvin Klein we have here in New York? Anything like that? No, give the name. What is the name? Like Moose Clothes or something? Well, it is something weird like that, isn't it? What is it? You got it here now.
It's called Saco Bay Classics. It's a great store.
Oh, she's talking about Saco Bay Classics. Oh, you guys are having a time. Saco Bay, that's so fun. If people walk in and say, I'd like some Saco Bay Classics. Kathy, do you work there too?
I'm a banker.
You're a banker in Manhattan. You moved from Maine? Do you dig it here?
Sure.
Yeah? Is it like, that's different, isn't it? There goes a couple out, okay. Are we going to the men's room? While he's in there, let's drop our hidden screen and take a look. Well, anyway, I just wanted to come say hi. I was just like fooling around. Oh, you're dying over there. You have a cold? Well, spread it the fuck around. You cough on this guy over here, lady. I got a cold, Joe. You should be home in bed. That's like an excuse. She's going. I have a cold. Don't tell us. Take penicillin. Why do you have a cold? I'm only kidding. I really am. Is it bad cold? How long have you had it? 2 weeks. Anyway, we got New Jersey folks here tonight? Yeah! Where are you from? Jersey. Lyndhurst, New Jersey. You like that? You like Lyndhurst? Where are you from?
I'm from Pompton Lakes, we said.
Pompton Lakes, I know that well. And where are you guys from over here in Jersey?
I'm Fergus!
The Jersey guys wear their pants up to their necks. In New Jersey, it is. It's like, hey, Joey! I don't know that, man, really. It's fun, it's my home, and I like it. They call it the Garden State because it smells like fertilizer. Did you ever drive down Route 95 by the New York airport? Oh. We have to talk New Jersey talk. Yeah, exit 13A? Is that It's like the unhealthiest environment in the world. Innocent people from out of town drive through Route 95, right? Tumors pop up on their body at random. Right, so it's toxic racing. Something on like that, Alice. Sinatra. My kind of people, you know, he's puking in the back. Oh, Stadium was great, the bleacher guy, you know? Lou Pennell used to step up to play. Yeah, dude. Hey, good man, I poured a beer on you after that. I want to see the Yankees move to San Francisco. Pennell would step up to the plate, you'd hear, yeah. Pinstripes. Let me tell you, before I go, I got to tell you, I shouldn't tell the story, but it's true. Go to Yankee Stadium, I'm a big Yankee fan. I went down to the clubhouse, and I see all my heroes down there stark naked. They're nude. I was so embarrassed. I was like, why they're nude, talking to reporters. How's your basketball? Fine, how's yours? So bizarre, right? So I hear, hey, Joe, you know, and then I turn around, and it's Dave Winfield coming out of the shower. I mean, it's like Dave Winfield coming out of the shower. I couldn't believe it, you know? And why this man uses a bat is beyond me. I mean, we're talking Louisville Slugger. Sue Cathy is a dick joke. Think of a moose, then think of Winfield, okay? The point I'm making up here. I was so embarrassed. I wanted to say to him, Dave, you're great, man. You're always hitting 300, you're fielding, you're running. All I could do was, wow! Okay, and on that obnoxious joke, I'm going to leave you and say thank you very much for letting me have some fun.
The David Letterman Show in New York. He's currently appearing at the Improvisation in San Diego throughout this weekend, and this is his first appearance with us. Would you welcome Larry Miller? Larry?
Thanks. Boy, this is fun, I'll tell you. This is, it is. Not as much fun as the World Series. I was there. That was fun. Different from TV, though. You know how the batters hit the foul balls into the stands? It happens a lot. These balls go like rockets, though. You know, the announcer always says, you know, well, now there's a lucky fan. You ever catch a baseball at 1,000 miles an hour? With your face? Sure is lucky, huh? They don't tell you that when the ball came in, this poor guy was reaching for a hot dog. Lucky, he's down there. That's two, please. My eye! It hit my eye! Why am I lucky? Tremendous good fortune. People, I don't know, people are more selfish. I just broke up with someone. The last thing she said to me was, "You'll never find anyone like me again." You know. And I'm thinking, I should hope not. Isn't this why you break up with people? If I don't want you, why would I want someone just like you? Anybody here end a terrible relationship and say, by the way, do you have a twin? You know, people are crazy. People do this. People break up, get back together 6 months later, or worse, when married couples get divorced and remarried. That's wild. That's like eating your cereal in the morning and going, "Ooh, this milk is sour. Well, maybe tomorrow it'll be fresh." Well, women are bold today. You know, someone called me for a date from a car phone. Like that's supposed to impress me now. Do we need those? What about privacy? I don't understand the thing about car phones. Do you want to be available to everyone all the time, supposing it gets to be a nuisance? You know, Marcia, I told you never to call me at this intersection. You know. Besides, you know the really obnoxious people are going to have answering machines in the car. Look, I know you're there. I'm right behind you. It's easier being a kid. Do you realize the only time in our lives we like to get old is when we're little kids? If you're less than 10 years old, you're so excited about aging, you think in fractions. How old are you? 4 and a half. You're never 36 and a half. You're 4 and a half and going on 5. That's the key there. You're going on. When you get into your teens, they can't hold you back. You go right to the next whole number. How old are you? I'm gonna be 16. You could be 10. But you're good. And then the greatest day of your life, you become 21. But it has a nice sound, you see. You become 21, yes. But you turn 30. What happened there? Makes you sound like bad milk. He turned, we had to throw him out. But it's no fun. You see, your life is different. Now, you become 21, you turn 30, then you're pushing 40. Stay over there. It's all slipping away. You become 21, you turn 30, you're pushing 40, then you reach 50. It's all gone. You become 21, you turn 30, you're pushing 40, you reach 50, and you make it to 60. I didn't think I'd make it. And then, folks, you become 21, you turn 30, you're pushing 40, you reach 50, you make it to 60, but then you built up so much speed, you hit 70. After that, it's day by day. After that, you hit Wednesday. You make it into your 80s, you hit lunch. You turn 4:30. Into the 90s, you start going backwards. I was just 92. But a strange thing happens, folks. If you can make it over 100, you become a little kid again. I'm 104 and a half. Larry Miller. Thank you, Larry. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Thank you. How about another hand for Mr. Steve there? Is he great? What's Steve's last name? What's his last name? Heidner? Steve Heidner. He was really good with string beans. Because I had to eat shit like that. I had to, you know the worst food in the world has got to be liver. Don't you think so? Yeah. Oh, liver is some terrible shit. Man, they want people to stop doing drugs. Make them eat liver for a week. They'll never do any more drugs. Man, liver is the worst shit in the world. Almost as bad as moving. Moving is bad. Anybody ever move? Moving has got to be the worst thing you could do. First of all, when you move, you find shit that don't even belong to you. But like an asshole, what do? Pack it up. Take it home with me. Pack it up. Man, I think moving has got to be. I wish you could just take a rope and put it on your apartment door and just pull it into the elevator like that. So you won't have to pack all that stuff up, you know. I think if you go out and shoot 2 or 3 people, the judge should say, we're going to make you move. Cut down a lot. It would, wouldn't it? Now, I wrote my jokes down on this little pad here. I can do it early. I can pass this some bitch around, whatever y'all want me to do. Pass it around? Thank you very much. Anything you want to talk about in particular? Sex. Oh, I don't talk about sex. Well, that's what you want to talk about, right? You mean like Dr. Ruth, right? Dr. Ruth, you know, good sex with Dr. Ruth. Think about that for a few minutes. I don't think so, huh? It's kind of like good wine with cottage cheese, huh? How could this lady possibly know so much about this? She's the most liberal person in the world. A guy called in the other day, he said, I have a little problem. I'm having sex with animals. Are you using protection? And the guy said, yeah, I have a gun. We have a problem. We have a problem with Marcos. Poor man, he's in Hawaii now. Nobody wants this poor man. Isn't that terrible? The man doesn't have a place to go. Well, it was in the news tonight, you know, one city said they'd taken Cleveland, but he said, fuck that. He didn't want to go to Cleveland. What is wrong with the world? The man doesn't have a place to go. Nobody wants him. I tell you one thing, the man has $10 billion. And I got a spare room that some bitch can lay out there. Anytime he wants to. I bet some of you people got a spare room in here too, don't you? Yeah, and I'm looking at Mrs. Aquino. What's up, Mrs. Corey Aquino? She just got smiles all over her face. Yeah? She just found out she has the same shoe size as Mrs. Marcos. Who could wear 5,000 pairs of shoes? 2,000? Oh, I'm bullshitting anyways. It's 3, actually, it's 3. That's what it was. That's what the news said, 3, right? I mean, after you get past 20, what fucking difference does it make? Let me write that shit. After 20, what? Cleveland. See, this is how I come up with new stuff. I just started going about it and I got a laugh. It probably won't even work tomorrow. But it's funny tonight, you see. Mm-hmm. Now I have Sprint written down here. Does anybody own Sprint? Yeah. Nobody even know what Sprint is. Are you New Yorkers? And you know what Sprint is, don't you? Yeah. Okay, good. But see, I just found out tonight, some people in New York City don't even have cable TV. The best city in the world, most technological, whatever it is, I can't believe this place doesn't have cable. You got people down in Mississippi don't even know how to spell cable. And they have it in their homes. It's terrible to sit like this. People live here and you don't have. Cable is one of the greatest things you can have, and especially at CNN. Right? You get used to watching it. I mean, some of the shit I talk about is not funny, but you know, I just like to throw it in. I got a lot of shit on this pad that's not funny. And I'm gonna do it. Everybody else is funny. You can see the other comedians, they'll be funny. Hell, I don't have to come up here and be funny. Shit. Let somebody else do the dirty work. I just come up here and talk. So I have Sprint down here now. My problem is I want to know what the hell is wrong with this telephone company. Sprint. And they told everybody in America that last year they spent over $1 billion in improvements. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, that echo effect alone must have been around $80 million. And you threw in that crackling noise. I guess you're hooping around $1 billion, huh? It's like AT&T, you know, you can make a call 50 cents, you know, Sprint's supposed to be 25 cents. AT&T, you make a call, hello, Ma, this is George, happy birthday, I love you, goodbye. It's 50 cents. Okay, make your 25-cent Sprint call. Hello, Ma, happy birthday. Do you have the echo effect? No, I have that crackling sound. My mother was yelling so loud, the damn lady had a heart attack and died. That call cost me $26, pissed me off. The world is sick. Everybody's sick. He's talking about those game shows too. Like I watch Wheel of Fortune every day because I don't have a job. You know? Have you seen the prizes on the Wheel of Fortune? Have you seen the prizes? The man says the other day the man won a lot of money. He says, for $485, I'll take the pen and pencil set. And give me that red comb for $230. They can't get rid of that little ugly ceramic dog, you know. And last week the puzzle was wait till your father gets home. Wait till, see, I don't know what kind of home you people came up in, but you know, I've never heard that in my house. You know? And my mother used to say, I'm kicking your ass. Don't you ever come here. Well, my friend, see, I'm from the South. We come up in a strange. Man, it's crazy, boy. Two things you didn't ever want to hear in your house is, didn't I tell you? If you ever heard that, man, she'd be working on your ass. Didn't I tell you not to leave this house? No, you just gonna do. And if it's backed up, I ain't gonna tell you no more. She's really in your ass. Didn't I tell you not to leave this house? I ain't gonna tell you no more. Yeah, wait till your father gets home. You'd be glad when my father came home and take our asses to the hospital. He was a freak too. He, you know, he'd punish us. He'd do some crazy shit. Like he used to take us to like Lion Country Safari and say, "Go ahead, get out, mingle." You all know my father, don't you? Everybody knows my father. He's the man who used to be out watering the lawn, you know, with the water hose and the, you know, sandals and the black socks, you know. You know my father with his shorts on, you know, just one that cigar in his mouth, and he always had those shorts on, but his underwear, those boxer shorts, were longer than his shorts. Say, come on, Dad, pulling the kids would tease me about it. Those the boxer shorts, and those big underwear. Old men wear those, I guess. I have on. I guess I don't have any underwear on. Can't afford underwear these days, can you? All right, let me go back to this list. All right. Oh, I got down here old people driving. That's the worst thing in the world, isn't it? That should be a law. If you're over 30, no driving. So let me move that up. Wait a minute, this man out. Are you over 30? Just 30. Oh, you just me too. 34. I'm older than you. 4 years. I got you. You know, you start to feel good when you're around 35, don't you? 34, 35. You will, you will when you get there. First of all, you're eating free peanuts. Why are you eating them one at a time? It fucking bugs me when people eat one peanut. Yeah, get the whole thing. That's the way you do it. Now you need a Coca-Cola, so no, then they do it like that. Peanuts. You know, that's what you get at the airport. There's two things they make at the airport. A lot of people think they, you know, they have flights at the airport. They make hot dogs at the airport and peanuts. They give you those on the airplane. That wasn't funny, see, I just thought I'd put that in. Isn't it nice to see somebody get up here that's not all funny all the way through the whole thing?
Very well.
I'm doing okay? Okay. You open your fucking mouth one more time. Old people drive.
Just curses.
See, old people's job is to piss you off. That's their job. When they get in the car, that's their job, is to piss you off. And they do a good job at it too. They start to piss me off when they get in the car, in the driveway. They're not in the street, in the driveway. When they leave the driveway, they just, you know, they never look over the shoulder. They just start going back, Jack. They just start going back going, hey, I'm old, I've seen it all. Not true as that. And some old people, you know, like when you drive, you know, we have the hand signals out, you know. And some of the old ladies, you can't even see them, their head is below the dashboard. Huh? But they drive along the freeway, you can see that little hand signal. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. We got some problems in this country. You know what? I'm thinking, you know, in the next few years, when is the next election? Next in 88? Oh, so they start next year, don't they? They get started next year. I should be in charge of this country. I make a lot of changes. First of all magazines will come out when they're supposed to come out. I'm sick and tired of the July issue of Playboy coming out in April. I don't understand that shit. It's like tomorrow, you're gonna see it happen again. How did they come out with the Sunday newspaper on Saturday? Who knows this shit? Who's the editor? The Amazing Kreskin? You read the obituaries, that could screw you up real good. And your girlfriend call you 3 o'clock in the morning going, ooh, honey, you gonna die? There's a lot of things I don't understand. I don't understand why there's more than one dog food. Who's gonna know? You seen this little dog on television go, kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits. I'm gonna get me some kibbles and bits. You gonna get what's on sale. That's what you gonna get. Get away from me, you little sausages eating bastard. You get away from me. And read about your ass in Sunday's newspaper next Saturday. Get away from me. Don't make it unconstitutional for dead people to release new movies, too. I'm sick and tired of Bruce Lee getting up out of the grave. There's new karate shit everywhere every week. A lot of changes. I'll make it a law, passing legislation that says guaranteeing that only the truth be permitted on personalized license plates. I pulled up behind a girl last night, I swear to God, her license plate said Cutie Pie. Pulled up next to her, her face looked like molded bread. You know? We have got to make some changes. I'll make a law mandatory that all Southern people answer questions in a more direct manner. You go down south, you ask them a question, they ask you a question. Sir, did you see the accident? Can a duck swim? You go down south, Jack, all you need to know, see, I'm from Atlanta, all you need to know is 3 phrases. I know that's right. You got that right. I heard that. That's all you gotta know down south, Jack. Goddamn Braves can't play baseball. You got that right. I wish Horner would hit one out of here. I heard that. Crazy world. Another thing we have to do, too, we have to balance the budget. I don't know what has happened in the past 20 years. Since we've been a kid, me and this man right here, we're the only 130 in the room. Since we've been a kid, they've been trying to balance the budget. I'm thinking to myself, why can't they balance the budget? I was thinking the other day, if everybody in the country sent in $100, because we're $240 billion in the hole, if everybody sent in $100 each, we'd still be $220 billion in the hole, something like that. Yeah, that's right. Isn't that terrible? And I'm thinking, hey, we could balance the budget. We could have a garage sale. Now let's call in Century 21 and sell some of this shit. Let's sell some shit we don't need. Let's sell West Virginia. Oh, we got one Virginia. We don't need two Virginias. Oh, we got 5 Great Lakes. We can do with 4. Sell Lake Huron. Nobody knows what the fuck that is anyway. Go to the Smithsonian Institute, sell some of that old crap. And since we selling old crap, let's get rid of Nancy Reagan's ass too. Let's sell it all. And let's sell half the shit owned by Beatrice Stewart. This lady has gone crazy. She went out, she bought water companies, shoe companies, everything, auto rental cars. I saw the Mario Andretti racing the other day, right on the car, Beatrice. I'm going, God damn, why don't this lady go back to Mayberry and leave us the fuck alone? Beatrice. Every time you turn television, you see some crazy shit like that. Then you see the army backing up, be all that you can be. Oh yeah, in the army. And that's about all you gonna be too. It's in the army. They make me sick. Our men do more by 9 a.m. than most people do all day. Then they show you men jumping out of airplanes with parachutes. Then they show you tanks falling out of airplanes with parachutes. That all looks good, doesn't it? What they don't show you is when that guy hits the ground, that tank lands on his ass. It's a crazy world. Everybody's sick. What else do I have on here? I got to go home and take my Christmas tree down now. The world is sick. Everybody's crazy. And I don't care where you go, you'll find that people say and do stupid things. Did you know that? Did you know that? What's your name, Junior? Eddie, have you been to the doctor lately? They say some stupid... You know, I'm reading about doctors the other day. You know how they immunize a disease? They give you a little bit of the disease. That's how they... Now, who thought of this? They give you... Eddie, it's like you walk in the doctor's office and the doctor would say, well, Eddie, you don't have gonorrhea. But I want you to meet Nurse Jones. She gonna give you just a little bit of it, huh? 2 Jews, a Mexican, and a black walked into a bar. Bartender said, y'all get the fuck out of here. That's it. I'll tell half the jokes. In any case, you're gonna have a real good show tonight. I think we got like 500 more comedians tonight. I want you to stick around until Eddie leaves. Eddie, you eating those peanuts, right? I don't blame you. Where you from, Eddie? All right, tough guy right here. A lot of good people from Brooklyn, yeah. So I'm gonna go home now. Do me a favor, enjoy all the other comedians. Thank you very much for my time.
Another half of George Wallace, ladies and gentlemen. George Wallace.
On ABC just a few months ago, and also you may have seen him in the movie Johnny Dangerously. Please welcome Joe Piscopo.
Straight. Ready? Here we go. Ready? I can't believe people do that when I ask them to. I'm half in the bag, Joe. I'll do whatever you want. I don't care. Yeah, Italian on stage. Italians in the crowd, no doubt. We do have Italian too. I'm 100% Italian. All my life I've been brought up with those gestures. To this day I don't know what they mean. It's like some sort of strange Italian sign language. You know, I am horny. Yeah, New Jersey, born and bred. We have New Jersey folks here, no doubt. Yes. All right. New Jersey's great. They call it the Garden State. I think because it smells like fertilizer. Ooh. You ever drive down Route 95? You're right down Route 95 with the Exxon refinery on one side, the airport on the other, toxic waste dumps all around. It's like, oh, innocent people drive through that area. Tumors pop up on their body at random. It's like, da-da-da-da. How is that? Go to the doctor, he goes, you drove through Elizabeth. Don't do it again. I went down to Little Italy, man. That was fun. I did something for like Good Morning America. So I go down, Italian guy, going down Little Italy. It was great, man. All day long, these people keep me going, hey, Joe, all right, all right. Joey, yeah, Joey, all right. Joe, if I saw one more crotch pull, you know? Joey. Sir, adjust yourself and speak to me, okay? And they got these old Italian guys on Mulberry Street down Little Italy that wear their pants up to their necks. Why do those guys do that? You ever see that? It's like... Then they see me and they go, hey, Joe Piscopo, eh? Hey, what? Tu Sinatra, come on, what? Tu Sinatra, what? Tu Sinatra, what? Come on, what? Hey, Rosie, Joe Piscopo, tu Sinatra, what? Hey, Joey, all right. God. Then you don't do it, they go, what are you, a friggin' star over here? Unbelievable. That was fun. I got a family like that. I have an Uncle Emil, you know? Uncle Emil wears his pants up to here, you know? And Aunt Margaret has her hair up like, you know, beehive hairdo still, you know? So heavy, her head's like this kind of, you know? She's not gonna change that hairstyle, though, you know? Oh, man, so it's nice to be here. Nice to be here at the Strip. Yeah, it's good. What was I doing? We got Bruce fans here. We got Bruce fans in there. All right. Big Bruce. I got to tell you a story what happened. I have an accountant. My accountant's name is Abe Altman, right? Abe Altman. Abe looks like he sounds. It's like Abe Altman. He's very unassuming. He is the greatest guy in the world, the most trusting person in the world. He's just such a nice guy. And he just doesn't get excited about anything. Remember the whiners I used to do on Saturday Night Live? This is Abe Altman. It's like, Joe, you're spending too much money. Abe? You know, if it's a great day out, it's too hot. So this is it. So Abe handles like, check this out. Abe handles like the residuals for Bruce for the, you know, the whole band. You know, he's got some kind of connection, and which means like tickets, right? So he calls me up and goes, Joe, I got tickets to Springsteen. He's got tickets to Springsteen's last concert on his last tour at the Coliseum in L.A. Do you want them? Abe! Abe! What? Yes, I want the tickets. I want the tickets. And I've got, he says, I swear to you, he goes, I've got 2 backstage passes. Abe! Don't move. What? No, I go down, we get the passes, man. I'm at the Coliseum the last day, I couldn't believe it. Jam-packed. Abe's backstage, and me and my girlfriend go backstage. They let us do with these passes that Abe got us, you know? And he's back there like this. And I mean, like, Bruce is like, we're behind Bruce, you know? I mean, Bruce is up there, you know? We're backstage, and he's going, and I think this, he goes, I hope you like the place where we're going. And I'm going, oh my God, I can't believe it. He takes us back, and he goes, I think it's okay. We go back, man. The soundboard is here. We stand here. I'm looking up Clarence's nose. Clarence is sweating on me. Bruce is like 20 feet away. And this hits me that I'm here. And I'm so psyched. I look to Abe and he says, is this all right? It's so wow. It's a true story. I mean, me and Abe, he's like that with everything as well. And then Bruce is singing like Pink Cadillac, you know. Well, you man thing. He's like this. 100,000 people going, ah! One guy like this. Unbelievable. So now I have a family. I am Mr. Mom, ladies and gentlemen. I have a 7-year-old son. He is my boy. This is the main purpose in my life, you understand. Going through a divorce now, and my wife kind of took a hike, so it's like up to me to take care of my son. And I teach this boy to be honest. You see, a lot of drugs going around, you know. I mean, he's in first grade. These kids are reading Playboys in first grade. Believe it or not, you know, women don't want to look like that. I wish they did, son. No. I'm teaching to be honest. Joey, always tell me the truth. I tell him, Joey, you gotta be honest. Tell the truth, always be honest, right? So, cut to, last week we're going down the Jersey Shore. He wants to go down and see his cousin Brian. You know, gotta go down the shore, Daddy, come on, let's go. I'm feeling guilty because of the divorce. I go, okay. I'm rushing down the shore, you know, I got him in the back seat. Here we go down the shore, and I'm going a little fast. I flip my rearview mirror, there's a cop with the lights on, pulls me over, right? So we're over on the Jersey Turnpike. I got Joey on the passenger side, right in the back. It's safe there, so I can go 90 miles an hour. Cop comes over, sticks his head in, and the cop goes to me, "You in a rush to go somewhere?" Joey says, "Yes, we are, officer. We're in a big rush to go somewhere. Absolutely big rush to go somewhere." The cop goes, "You know, you were speeding?" And then Joey goes, "Yes, we were speeding, officer, absolutely. Going very fast. Very fast. I was watching little poles and the thing, very fast." The cop says to me, this is the conversation verbatim. He goes, "You know, pal, you were doing about 80, 85 miles an hour." Joey goes, "Exactly, officer. I was watching the speedometer. 80, 85 miles an hour. Maybe 83 miles an hour. Anything on there." And so if there's a tension, that beat of tension, you know, the cop starts laughing, man. I'm laughing. I'm going, "Isn't he cute?" You just say, Joey's being honest. The cop lets me off with a warning. Unbelievable. Let me go, man. To walk back to his car, you know, he's walking back there and I'm waving goodbye, and I want to go, boom! Don't you ever tell the truth again! When it comes to Daddy, you lie through your teeth. But I didn't, you know. I said, "You did a good job, Joe." So if you're a true parent, a pure parent, you go slower, which I did. Drove me crazy, you know. But anyway, little Joey's a good boy. I remember yesterday, like yesterday when he was born, we did that French method of birth that everybody does. What's that called? No, it's called the Marcel Marceau method of birth. It's where the baby delivers himself by the umbilical cord like this. People tell them we should have taken pictures of the actual delivery. Now they got video camera, right? They go and they videotape the actual birth. They say, "It's beautiful, Joe, it's beautiful." This to me is probably the most repulsive thing to do. You know? Right? I mean, your wife is struggling to have this baby. You're there with a camera saying, "Hey, Doc, get by the legs and wave, okay?" Smile, honey. Unbelievable. So now I'm like making up for lost time, you know, so I'm dating around a little bit. And I got a girlfriend. I'm going out with like a, that's so funny when you sit on this stage like a concert, you feel like, you know, like you're all friends, you know, because I've been here for so long. I'm going out with this young girl, you know. Yeah, she's not like 11, you know. The whole crowd went, "Holy shit, he's perfect." Yeah, she's graduating 6th grade. No, I went out with a real. You want me to tell you what happened? I went out with a real young girl once. I mean, look, I'm stuttering. It was so young. It was like, I mean, not young. She was like, relatively, but you know, she was. I'm embarrassed to tell you this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. She was a cadet at West Point. I swear to you. And I met her at Tampa with my buddy, and I saw she came over to me, and I thought she was like, you know, in her late 20s or something, and then she was like graduating like West Point, and she, with the whole uniform, I used to go up and visit her, man. I used to like drive to West Point, you know, right at the Palisades there, and go visit her. We go to church, I swear, in the morning, we go to church. She was like a Mormon or something, real straight, and I used to want to sneak in and out, because I was like, old, dating this cadet, you know? Oh, I bet she makes you stand at attention, you know, all those jokes. You know? This really happened one day. So I'm up there, and I left her. She went back to the barracks, whatever they go to up there, you know? And I was at my car, and I'm at the car's there, and I go to put the key in the door to open it up, and a platoon goes by. And if the commander stops the platoon, I swear to you the truth, the commander says, halt! And they halt, and I'm going, oh, I'm trying to move the keys, you know? And the commander says, do you recognize that man? Oh, it's not me. George Patton came back to life. It's not me. And the whole platoon said, sir, who is it? Said, Joe Piscopo, sir! You know, pervert across my way. Hi, how are you, kids? Nice to see you. So embarrassed. And they ran by. The company dismissed, and they trotted back. Hello, Mr. Piscopo, sir. I went, hi, nice to see you all, you know. Commander came over. What are you doing up here? Well, you know, me and my pal Norton like the scenery up here. What could you say, man? Something about dating younger women, though, which is nice, is because you kind of know, I mean, only because of your age, you know a little more than they do, you know? So it's true. Like, I was with my girl the other day, and we were driving in the car, and I was getting romantic, so I was singing. I sang, darling, you send me, I know you send me, honest you do. She said, did you write that? So, you know, teach my son to be honest, I had to be honest, and I said, yes, I did. You like this one, Moon River. What could I possibly do? It's weird, you know, that you go through divorce and you go through, like, if you've been married for a long time, guys and girls, you know, you're like in a pattern. What the weirdest thing that happened, I went to Atlantic City with, after I did Atlantic City last time, I was down there with my friend Big Dave. And Big Dave's like 6'6", and he weighs about 265, and I refer to him affectionately as the Fat Man, right? Now, the Fat Man's great, but he's the complete opposite of what I am. He is like a real partier, and he likes, he enjoys ladies of the evening once in a while, all these guys, and that's definitely not my style. So, no, listen, we're down in Atlantic City, and I'm playing Atlantic City. I got a cigar in my mouth, and they're going, hey, Joe Piscopo, right? And I'm going, yeah, how are you, pal? Good to see you, you know? Joe Piscopo, right? How? A guy in plaid pants walks up to me, hey, Joe Piscopo, you're really funny. I said, not as funny as those pants, pal. How are you? You know, I'm doing the whole thing. Joe Piscopo, that's right, that's me. Good to see you. Playing the whole thing, you know, this Jersey, everybody knows each other, and having a good time. So I go up into our room, you know, and I'm crashing out. It's late at night. And the Fat Man leaves for like half an hour, comes back with a hooker. Comes into the room with a hooker. I'm so straight when it comes out. I said, I'm married like, you know, 12 years, man. And he walks up to this hooker, he's going, hey, come on, Joe, let's have a great time, you know? And unbelievable. And she looks at me, I looked at her, and she said to me, hey, you're Joe Piscopo, aren't you? I said, no, I'm not. I know I'm not, and I totally choked, went out, left man, went down, was hanging out at the bar downstairs, and a waitress comes over to me after about 45 minutes and says, you're being paged. You're being paged. So I'm picturing, all I could hear in the outside is, Mr. Piscopo, your hooker's in your own way. Your hooker's in your own way. No, well, it wasn't that bad, though. So anyway, baby, yeah. I'll take a drink. Where's my water? Is this New York City water still good? Is it? Here's a quick impression. Every front lawn on Long Island. Anyway, what else are we talking about? You got any questions? You want to talk? You're a nice crowd. How are you? Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. Any questions? Say what? Where's Eddie and Danny DeVito? Danny's doing great, wonderful. He is really the father of the year. He is amazing. Eddie's great. Eddie just finished a film called Golden Child, which I think will be on Christmas time. It's a killer. It's like a funny Raiders, which should be good. And Eddie doesn't use one swear word in it. Check it out. That's where you are. I'm doing a right now. You're gonna die. You know what I'm doing next week. I mean, I die. I don't have a car now. I got to basketball told me what he's doing, and I just don't know what it was. My chest got tight. Was there? I'm doing Miller Lite commercials next. I gotta tell you what happened. I had Budweiser and Miller Lite, and then you know, it's like, I don't want to just, I mean, they give you this money, you know, and it sounds like, well, you gotta take the money. It's not the money. The Miller came to me with these commercials, a whole string of characters for me, original characters. I mean, nobody on Saturday Night Live wrote that shit for me, you know? I mean, me and Eddie was had to come do it ourselves, so it was like, I couldn't believe it. They wrote these whole characters, like a Python Piscopo, famous ex-wrestler, you know? I've got a mohawk and my 2 front teeth missing. Hi, all right, you know? I just bench pressed Rhode Island. And Olga Piscopo, famous ex-East German girl swimmer, which I'll be playing, which will be very interesting. And so I'll be doing those the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to have some fun with those. I can remember, though, with Eddie, man, Murphy's unbelievable. I can remember when Stevie Wonder did the show. Remember when Eddie and Stevie Wonder did the show, right? The next night, Murphy calls me and says, we're going to see Stevie at Radio City Music Hall. So I'm thinking, I felt like I was intruding, you know what I mean? So I told Eddie that. I said, I feel like I'm intruding. You do the impression. Man, you go ahead. You go see Stevie. He goes, Joe, you got to see Stevie in concert, man. It's like a religious experience. It's great. Picks me up, insists that I go in. We go to Radio City Music Hall. Stevie's on stage cooking. Stevie knows that Eddie and I are coming in. They phoned him beforehand. And Stevie's in the middle of a riff. I mean, he's got that crowd going. He's singing a riff like this. It's going, I'm going on a campaign for love. Crowd repeating after Stevie, 5,000 strong. Going on a campaign for love. I'm going on a campaign for love. I'm going on a campaign for love. Stevie says, Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo. Going on a campaign for love. Going on a campaign for love. Eddie and Joe, come on up. Eddie drags my butt on the stage. I felt so out of place, right? Stevie's still going on a campaign for love. Going on a campaign for love. He goes, Eddie, you do it. Eddie, cool as ever, right? Going on a campaign for love. Crowd repeats after Murphy. Going on a campaign for love. Joe, you do it. It came out, I'm going on a campaign for love. The crowd went like this. I never felt so white in my life. The band stopped playing. Eddie's staring at me. Stevie's staring at me. Yeah. Did anyone see that concert? That really happened. I was so embarrassed. Steve's going, oh man. And then the worst. I shouldn't even say this because someone's probably the god. He sang Ebony and Ivory, you know? And he's going, and I was the only white guy on stage, and I didn't know the words. I didn't know the words. And legendary Stevie Wonder there going, and come on, Joe. And I'm going, oh, what a nightmare. Needless to say, Murphy never let me live that one down. Hey, Joe, hi, Ed. Going on a campaign. That was like the running joke for a year at SNL. You know? Say, Joe, how are you? Mr. Cool, you know?
Do you have plans for another TV special?
Yeah, I can't decide whether to do, you know, I was thinking of toying with an idea, but I don't know if it's going to be too sacrilegious. I want to parody like a Bob Hope special and do Joe Piscopo's Wiki Wacky World of comedy and do it in like Hawaii with Brooke Shields and Mr. T, you know? Do a bunch of cue cards, you know? And everything, but oh my God, to make it like the right wing real mad. So, but I think I'll do it either in the fall or, you know, at Christmas time. So let's see. I don't know. What else is going on? It feels good to be up here, you know? It was nice to be working out a little. I remember when I first thought I made it, not made it. You know, you never think you make it, I don't think I made it. But you know what I mean? You felt successful when I left Saturday Night Live. We did like a real good show on Saturday Night Live. I think it was the Joan Rivers show. Really clicked. Man, and I went out that night. And I don't party, you know, but I went out. I went to Studio 54 and it was happening. And I strolled in like, you know, we did good, man. Because when we first started Saturday Night Live, it was terrible. I'd be walking down the streets and say, hey, you're the new guy for the new Saturday Night Live, right? And I'd Charlie say, yeah. They'd say, you suck. Thank you. No, so listen, after we do the first Saturday Night Live, that works. I go to Studio 54, I'm walking in, man, bunch of guys, and hey, Joe, how are you? Hey, Joe, come on over, come on, hey, Mr. Piscopo, let me buy you a drink. It was gay night. Gay night. That was wild. So what did you guys say back there? David, oh, he's my man, he's my man. I do that sometimes. You ever fall into a David Hartman? When somebody asks you a question, you know, you're buying a car or something like that, you know, it's all like, good morning! You ever watch David Hartman in the morning? Good morning, it's like watching Bullwinkle on. This is Joan, London, good morning! Ted Koppel's great, too. I love Koppel's theme song. That dun, 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 dun. They should put lyrics to it, you know? I'm Ted Koppel. This is Nightline. I look like Howdy Doody. He's got a frown in his ears, and he's a great guy. I called him up when we did our special, you know. I had to call him up. ABC said, you got to get permission from Ted Koppel personally. So I had to call up Ted, man. It was wild. I said, can you talk to these people personally? I don't know. So ABC connected us through some kind of switchboard, and I was on the phone, and they said, hello? And I heard, hello, Joe. This is Ted Koppel. Wild. It was wild. No. You know, I think Alan Funt's over there going, we thought it would be funny if we pretended Koppel was on the phone with Joe. I didn't know, you know. And I swear to you, he's the greatest, the hippest guy in the world. He invited me to dinner. Come on down, we'll do the town up. Hey, sounds like fun. And I said, you know, ABC's a little concerned that we're going to make fun of it, but I wanted you to know that it's all good taste. And he actually said to me, and I shouldn't tell you this, but he goes, he said, I don't give a shit what the brass thinks. Is that cool? That's what Ted was all right. Well, listen, you guys, I just want to come up and say hi. I'll be in Atlantic City on July 18th, 19th, 20th at the Sands. So if you're, you know, get a chance to come on down, we'll do a little Bruce, play little drums, and we'll have some fun. So we'd love to see you all. But thanks for being so nice tonight. Hope to see you all again.
Joe Piscopo, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Piscopo. One more time, please, for Joe Piscopo. And the band, what a workaholic, huh? Band is back, and he's ready to rock and roll. We continue the show. This next gentleman, you've seen him on the David Letterman show, and he's really just terrific, and you're gonna love him. Please welcome Mike Binder, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Binder.
How was every night? Pretty good? Actually, I'm from Detroit. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of People from Detroit don't like to admit it. It's because of the nickname our city has, right? Other cities you can be real proud of. You know, you can walk up to someone from the Big Apple, from the Windy City. You just can't walk up to someone from the murder capital of the world. Let's go, Cludhead. Although we're not murder capital anymore, you know that? We're rated 6. We had a bad season. A lot of our key people failed to compete. We had a weapon shortage. We had a lack of morale. We're coming back in '87. We got new coaching. We're watching films during the week. We're drafting out of Miami. Actually, in New York, this is the bottom line of crime. You're into guys here who've been doing it a long time. You're into lazy muggers. You see this knife? Hop on. Twist and shout. See, in Detroit, you can compromise. I remember once I was a kid and I was down by the river, and a guy put a gun to my side. And he said, your money or your life? And I said, what about if I give you half of what I have on me and you kick my ass? That's a deal. And for the Detroiters, Jimmy Hoffa.
Hey, come on, open the box already.
Oh, fine. Oh, fine. Jimmy Hoffa's very special to you people. Right now, Hoffa's somewhere across the river going,
Hey, I'm part of the turnpike. I'm an overpass.
Americans, at American Airlines, we know there are many of you with another heritage. We know there are Germans that have never seen Germany, Swiss that have never skied the Alps, Jews that have never seen Long Island. Have any Jewish people here tonight? All right, we're going to turn up the house lights. We'll find them one by one. They're here, and we know it. This is a Jew hunting. What's that over there? All right, I'll take £1.50 pounds of that. So what do we have here tonight? Do we have any test tube people? Don't laugh, they'll be out soon. They're the next minority. It's like our neighborhood was doing great till these tubers moved in. Oh man, gag me with a beaker. At least they're girls, right? A guy would never hear the end of it. Hey, tube head, sodium glutamate. Your mother's the Bunsen burn. It'd be great to date her. What's your sign? Pirates? Far out. I have tongs in the car. Anyone have a baboon's heart yet? That's the big fad in L.A. Oh, funny. Baboon's heart, Baby Faye. It's kind of sick because she died, right? You know the day she died, there were baboons across America going, that was close. You still see the poor guys walking around Lion Country Safari with orange paint on their tails going, me? I'm an orangutan. Well, that's a baboon over there. But what was, did you hear a lot about Baby Jessie out here? Remember Baby Jessie?
Yeah.
The successor to Baby Faye? Some people will do anything to get on Phil Donahue. Phil Donahue, what a dick. The guys like on national TV ask these ladies the worst questions. The subject's abortion, man. Have you had one? On national TV she'll say, yeah, I've had two. I named them both Phil. Too hot? Is that what it is? Does it piss you off? Or? Oh, you're talking about the abortion joke. Whoa! This is New York, pal. We don't bend.
Right.
That's right. New York City, where men are men and sheep are seat covers. Yes, I've been living out in Los Angeles for a few years now. It's a wonderful place to live. If you're Dr. Ruth, if you're a normal person, it's tough. There aren't any normal people in LA? No. Just game show hosts, traffic cops. The other day a cop pulled me over to give me a ticket. It's like, it's for a Rams game. But I like New York. It's a fun city. I don't get here much. Came down from, we're on our way to Florida. Is anyone from Florida here? Are you from Florida, really? Did you have an abortion? So they're pretty popular down there in Florida. No. No, we're going down to Sanibel Island, Florida. See, yeah, it is. We're going down to see my parents because my parents are getting older, you know, and they're boring. Exactly. You know my parents? Saturday's a big day here, Mike. We're having a fruit salad. A fruit salad, Dad? I'll be sure to wear protective headgear. My mom's all right. My dad's a dick, but my mom's all right. One time my dad drove me and a date to the high school prom, and on the way home, he dropped me off first. We run inside, Mike. I'll drive her home. Goes around, comes around, though. My parents sent my brother to law school, and when he got out, he sued him for wasting 7 years of his life.
Whoa!
Okay. Someone put her cigarette out for her. Oh, are we on another subject now? New Yorkers are great. New Yorkers, doesn't really matter. It's like, yo! Hey! Oh, there's a show? Hey, fuck you! You know? We saw Joe Piscopo flow free. Guy's got a hard name to pronounce. So are there any black people here tonight? Yeah. Okay. Yes? Black people are great. Black people, I have humor on you. It doesn't work unless you're in the audience. That's why people go. And then if you're here, they, is he laughing, honey? Well, then it is funny. Black guys are great. Black guys are great to hang out with until you get in an argument with them. Because then they all have poetry to use on it. Damn, Jack, don't give me no slack. I'm going to rearrange your back. Hey, just deck me, all right? Don't cool in the gang me to death. I got a beating coming, administer it. Black guys dress great, though. That's one thing I'll say. Black guys dress... Not that I'm doing bad myself. Black guys have dressing down to an art. And no matter where you see them, too, you see a black guy, three-piece suit, jewelry, where are you going? Wax my car? Don't you scrub your pool as long as you got your smock on. Women dress great. Women know how to dress. Women have it down, you know? They do, yes, they do.
Let's hear from women.
Let's hear from this guy alone. Come on, women! Yeah, we love women! Yeah, right. Women do. Women know how to dress. You know, women know styles and colors. And guys are basically, is it blue? Honey, does blue go with blue? A woman knows all day what she's going to wear. You know what a guy does when he's leaving the house? All right. Got you late on that one, huh? Lady was still pissed off about the black humor. Wasn't sure if it was safe to laugh yet. Do we have any Irish people here tonight? Yeah. All right. Home cutting up soap, huh? Irish people are proud, don't you think? You see Irish kids in the movies, always the proud kids. It's like, that's my papa. Oh, you should see him in a race. He's the greatest of them all. Saliva coming down. This your dad. And Irish kids have great cliches, you know, like sayings that come out of nowhere. Well, it'll be a pumped up goose. It'll be the fish that breaks the cheese weenies back. It'll be a potato come Sunday. No, you're a potato now, okay? You might as well put some toothpicks in your side, jump on a glass of water, find a windowsill, and wait for life to begin. You are a P.A. I like Scottish people. Scottish people are good. Scottish people see monsters and dragons wherever they go. It was big, it was scary! It's a Chevrolet, will you settle down? Why is it, on this half the stage is boiling, and this half it's nice and cool? I feel like I'm doing comedy on the equator. Isn't it? You're just sweaty on one side. Yeah, I'm really sweating on one side. It's like, you're in the hot side. What are you talking about? Do we have any drunks here tonight? I guess that's the key question. Drunks? Come on, New York City, you're filled with them. See, drunks are usually proud. In LA, the drunks. In LA, it's table 8. If you're shit-faced and you know it, clap your hands. Oh, remember that song, huh? Drunks are proud. Drunks are. We drove through a barn. I beat my wife and I lost my job. Did you throw up? What am I, an asshole? New Year's Eve, I walked in on my best friend in the bathroom, knees on the ground, face in the bowl, driving the porcelain bus. Oh, hey, Brian, what are you doing? I'm making a phone call. All right, make sure it's not long distance. Last time I ever got loaded, I was at a friend's house. It was like 4 in the morning. I'm all burned out, trying to pick myself up to go home. My friend comes in. Hey, my little brother thinks you are great. Why does your little brother think I'm great? He's in 5th grade. No one's ever lent him their car before. Fine. I used to smoke pot. I used to smoke a lot of pot. But I stopped because I was afraid it might kill some brain cells permanently. You ever think about that? Yeah? Oh, sorry. Seriously, later in life you go to learn about some new molecule, a little guy comes running out in the back of your brain. No, this whole wing is closed down. Hey, you burned through here at a Pink Floyd concert. You're lucky to be doing basic math. Don't you wait in the barely drooling section. Give him something shiny to play with, will you? Well, the next comedian coming on stage is one of my favorite comedians on the comedy circuit. So what I'm going to do for you now is like 5 or 10 of his best jokes. Anyway, you've been a nice crowd. Thank you very much for your time. Mike Binder, ladies and gentlemen.
We're doing something extra to take you out before you leave. To bring up a guy who, well, probably first came to our attention as one of the stars of a very funny TV show called Bosom Buddies, and he's since gone on to star in many, many great films, including Splash and many others. And he's currently here in New York filming a movie called Punchlines, where he plays a stand-up comic, which is what he will be doing right now. Let's have a warm welcome for Tom Hanks.
So this is a world-famous comic strip club. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. This is another one of the many sleazy laugh dives across the country. I've been hanging out to find out about this comedy thing. Now, one thing I don't understand is they do this thing. Maybe they've done it tonight. I don't know. They introduce a comedian, but they say, ladies and gentlemen, the comedy stylings of Tom Hanks. The comedy style. What does this mean? The comedy. Does it mean he's too fucking lazy to be an actual comedian? He's only going to have the style of a comedian. He's only going to have the appearance of a comedian. He's going to be a comic stylist. No, he's not a dermatologist. He's a skin stylist, if you will. Not quite bright enough to be an actual dermatologist, but a skin stylist nonetheless. Not a dentist, a tooth stylist, if you will. Not really bright enough to be a dentist, but he can't be a tooth stylist. He's not a barber, mind you. He's a a hair stylist. Well, I guess that's what it would be. You know, this cracked me up. I'm watching, like, Manhattan Channel D, whatever that thing is, you know. The one with the tits on TV. There's tits on TV in New York City. Is this the cultural nexus of the planet Earth? I am shocked. This blows me. Hi, I'm Steve. This guy's commercial is on 42 times an hour. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Not from me, pal. No, just show those clips again from the 1960s. I'm watching TV and I see they're still trying to push this Sylvester Stallone movie over the top. They got the ugliest looking, stupidest looking kids in the world saying, I loved it. It was the best movie I've ever seen. They're still trying to put Stallone. Stallone is back. He's fighting for the love of his son. By arm wrestling a bald guy, Stallone is back. Stallone enters an arm wrestling competition. Now, do you think Stallone wins the competition by any chance? Is this the most exciting thing to make a movie about, arm wrestling? You can bet this bald guy is going to get Stallone over like this at some point. And then they're going to have the close-ups, the hand, the eye, the vein. And just before Stallone loses, the flashback sequence to his son. Poppy, over the top. This place is going to go nuts. I haven't seen the movie. Of course, after this stretch, Sly will go back to the more familiar territory. What, Rocky 9, 12? I've liked it. The next one, Rocky is going to fight God. And God almost wins. It goes... The fight's going to go the full 30,000 rounds. God will be attended in his corner by the angel Gabriel. Spit, God, spit. I can't defeat him, this man. He's not mortal. God, of course, will be played by Tony Roberts, which is like Stallone, you're a superhero now. This man can do anything. I never, ever once believed in superheroes. When I was a kid, like reading Justice League of America comics. Come on. Superpowers? These people have the jivest superpowers. Aquaman? Aquaman can breathe underwater and talk to fish. These are superpowers? How many banks are robbed in the middle of the Atlantic? Not many. I don't think so. What help is this to people who live in Nebraska? No help at all. Wonder Woman flies an invisible jet. How does she find it? Does she stumble around the runway until she gets lucky? Oh, here it is! What does the control tower say? We think you have clearance. Like Green Lantern. Remember Green Lantern? I think the jivest of them all. He got his power from a Green Lantern. That's the name. Green Lantern. Well, I mean, when does he get these superpowers? When the British are coming? We can't wait this long. This ring he has will not work against anything the color yellow. A fatal mistake. This is a flaw. What if the bad guy stealing a taxi cab? What if they go to Chinatown? Is the world going to explode? This guy is more harm than good, this guy. What was that? Atom. The Atom. The Atom caught bad guys by shrinking. Look how small he's getting. We give up! It's like the Flash. The Flash runs real fast. Oh, like who's he going to stop? Carl Lewis stealing a piano? There's a Flash. Get out of here! Of course, it was Batman. Batman had no superpowers. He had a nice car, 2 poles, and a cave. This is all. All right, he did have that. He had that what? The utility bill, right? It was like for a day job with a phone company. It's like Batman. Anybody can be a superhero now. Batman. Anybody can. Table man. He solves crimes at dinner for 4. The motorcycle guy. His helmet has secret compartments. Big lady. Criminals flee. Who wouldn't? Cheese man and his faithful sidekick, the Pretzel Kid. Bad guys surrender because of thirst. Here come the new superhero. Anybody. I used to live in New York City a long time ago. In 1978, I moved into New York City. I died 3 times in 1978. Wonderfully brought back to life through the powers of Smiler's, open 24 hours. Tapioca pudding at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was there. You ever throw up some of those Intamin chocolate donuts? Look at those things twice, huh? I've lost some weight. I was on that new stomach flu virus diet plan. That 12 hours of the dry heaves burns up a lot of calories. Okay, you're gonna see my new diet videotape out. Tom Hanks, Bulimia the Easy Way. When I first came to New York, I didn't know the lay of the city, so I took one of these tour guide buses that drive you around. I got on this bus run by a guy named Tommy Chin. He was a Korean, and he was making this up as we went. He knew nothing about this city. Okay, this here famous Columbus Circle. This called Columbus Circle because it's round like circle. Some of you may wonder how Subway got its name. When it was first built, the tunnels were filled with water and people traveled uptown on submarines. Some of them hold as many as 1,000 people at a time. But they were very slow. Took 2.5 hours to get from Times Square to 96th Street. So they took that out, put in track, put in train. But they kept name. It's famous Central Park, named after cousin of very famous Korean Tongsun Park. Central had a brother named Prospect, but he moved to Brooklyn. Tommy was a Korean, and he really had a real bad identity problem. He said, I know you don't like us Korean. I know you don't like us because we neither win nor lose our war. You don't call us divine like the Japanese. You don't call us pure like the Chinese. You don't call us your enemy like the Vietnamese. You don't call us tragic like the Cambodian. You don't call us organized but non-democratic like a Thai brother. No, you call us Korean. Ugly stepchild of Asia. We are not the ugly stepchild of Asia. That's the Filipino. Ooh, I hate flip. Ooh, I hate flip. Tommy, the light screen, Jesus. Oh, sorry, okay, over here, Empire State Building. You know how you get to Empire State Building? Practice. He removed them. Honestly, I don't know why Tommy fell away. We didn't hate Tommy. I don't really hate anybody. It's hard to, I think, in this. It's just too confusing at times to really hate anybody. So I don't. I made it a practice. Practice. I don't hate like that. People who deserve to be hated. I don't hate the clown at the bank who tells you that you have to wait 10 working days until you can cash your check. Even though you have enough money in the bank to cover the amount of the check, they got to wait till it clears. So you got to wait 10 days. So I don't hate that clown. Did that prick at the supermarket? 12 out items or less. The sign says 12 items or less. He's got 15 items in his basket. I'm not counting the dozen eggs as 12 items. It's one to me. I'm not counting the six-pack of Schaefer as 6 items. It's one to me. I'm not counting the year's supply of grapes as 595 items. It's one item. There's 15 items. The sign says 12 items. Oh, I didn't know this was the express lane. I'm sorry. Can I write a check? I don't hate that prick. Are these Iranian fucks who live in our country? These Iranians who think they're faking us out by telling us they're Persians? Like we don't know that Persians are Iranians and Iranians are Persians? I don't hate these Iranian fucks. But that cocksucker in the white Porsche? I've been signaling for 7 miles. He's not going to let me in. He's got his high beams on, his brightest fog lamps, lighting everybody on the BQE. That's why I don't drive with your high beams on. That's why fog lamps are illegal on cars like white Porsches. I don't hate that cocksucker. I don't hate anybody. There's somebody I hate. Can't help it. I hate anybody who wears a beeper. Yeah, you're right. Because nobody needs them, man. There are only 2 people that need them: doctors and drug dealers. People who need beepers. Now, is this a dangerous, connotation with these 2 job occupations? I think so. One of them sells you drugs that he says are good for you, and the other sells you drugs that he says are good. One of them sells you drugs that he hopes will make you feel better, and the other one sells you drugs he knows will make you feel better. For the better part of an hour, I guess, the rest of the evening, perhaps, to do them all. The only difference between these occupations, one plays golf, and the other doesn't. But this would be an interesting foursome. Dr. Gold, Dr. Seltzer, your partners today are Flash McDavitt and Little Bobby from the East Side. Tee-off times at 8:15. Of course, all 4 of them cheat like hell. That's the only real power that doctors have over us, is to prescribe medication. And let's cut out the middleman. We know what drugs we want. We'll go to these pharmaceutical companies ourselves. Hell, we'll order from a drive-through window. All right, for appearance sake, make us talk to a big doctor's head. We don't care. May I have your order, please? Yeah, give me some tetracycline, some Tylenol, and a couple of chemotherapy shakes. You want lids on those shakes?